All right, everybody. Welcome to our latest session for Riffrunners, and a little different this time. As I mentioned earlier, there's no real intro content for me this time. I want to be able to kind of just be able to jump right into the meat and potatoes of things, maybe some green beans, and we can have Pop lead us in with the bungee log that'll catch us up to speed as to where we're at. I love being able to pawn my work off of somebody else sometimes. So,
All right. Bungie's log entry number 5. We met Kel at the Luster, and he acted very mysteriously when we told him about Izumi. It turns out that Izumi is his wife. Or should I say Ranger Izumi, because that is what Kel insisted we call her. He's been married to her for 15 years, but sadly, they have been separated for almost 4. No wonder Izumi wanted to find him. But no need to worry. Ferris is planning a second wedding, which will fix everything. As Kel tried to tell us about his plan for us, my emotion detection sensors indicated that Kel was experiencing strong emotions whenever Ferris asked him about the wedding. I'm still researching the best word to describe the emotion and have narrowed it down to 1 of 3 possibilities.
oh dear.
Annoyed, irritated, or angry. My algorithms predict that he was annoyed at Ferris with 97.3% certainty and a 98.1 certainty that he was irritated. But since my data banks suggest that annoyed is usually a temporary emotion, I'm hoping that this is the right word to use. I will record it as such until I learn more. Kel told us some of his history, including the tragic fact that his whole family died in the Zol catastrophe. He also explained how he acquired Quark, who is an Acacian songbird Karami of Echo classification. He wants to use Quark to help us obtain the Seraph's gift. How exciting! But to do this, we need to acquire a score. Kel gave us all new secret identities and soul stones to communicate. So now we are real spies. Kel says he is going to try to get us a wayfarer. I'm not sure how he will do it, but I'm sure he can do it. We just need to get the score without getting our souls siphoned off from the Jack soul siphoning collars. We've got a plan to use Quark, and I hope it works. I'm becoming quite attached to Ferris, Locke, and Eloise. None of them questioned if the soul siphoning would work on me. That means they must believe I have a soul. I wish more biologicals were like them. Okay, we're off to prepare for our heist.
Fantastic. You know, the DM didn't think about that either, so
About what?
if the collar would work on you, so we would find out, I guess. But
It's like, hey, would you like absolute certainty that you have a soul?
right? One way to find out, I guess. It's a one-way trip,
Risk
though.
it.
Risk it like brisket. All right.
That was really cute, though.
It was wonderful.
I'm
I wasn't
glad you liked
expecting that.
I decided to get a little more personal this time.
Yeah, that's good. It doesn't always need to be super like info dumpy. Like,
Right.
you get the gist. Perfect. So the way that we're going to be doing things today is we're going to be dividing things into 2 segments: the pre-heist and the heist. So everything that we're going to do beforehand, we're going to kind of tackle that, before we go. And then we're going to transition into the actual heist itself. Because now you guys have some stuff you want to plan, possibly, additionally. And then you have some prep work you want to do, I'm sure. Me collecting some things and doing some stuff before the actual day of. Because the heist starts the day of the heist. And that's when you'll go meet with the ace and all that stuff. So, yeah. So, also remember the first order of business, I would say, is to deal with Ted Burbon, right? Which can be done ahead of time. Or, if you so wish, you can have it done the day of. If that's something you wanted to do instead, you can bump it to that day instead. But probably can be dealt with ahead of time, I'm assuming, right? Additionally, any other, equipment or vehicles or, whatnot you want to gather, that happens now. So tell me a little bit about what you guys are going to be trying to prepare here.
So I think the three main things we wanted to do before we even met with the ace were do all that intel on Ted,
Mhm.
so we could make sure we can arrange for whatever costuming Eloise is going to need to make her look like him.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to arrange for that vehicle that Kel seemed to have access to at one point.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't really sure where we were going to put that, but just have it available kind of thing so that...
We can
Mhm.
find some bushes.
Exactly.
For sure.
And then Eloise, once she is disguised as Ted, needs to go in ahead of time and plant the fake score.
Okay.
That has to be before
Mhm.
the day of the heist because we want minimum security while she is doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Did I forget anything, guys?
Yeah, anything else you want to
Yeah,
add
I've
to that
got-
list?
Yeah, I've got a list of stuff here too.
Perfect.
So one is, what about our health?
Should be back up to full, I think.
Okay,
Did you do any encounters that lost health?
I did.
Oh, from the tram. That's right. So
Yeah.
then you're stuck. Yeah, you're at the same amount of health.
Okay, so that was one thing I wanted to do was restore some health.
Okay.
In other words, whatever.
Yes.
I haven't really figured out the exact way Bungie heals himself, but
Yeah, I mean,
rest and relaxation or plug himself into a wall.
it can be simple or it can be complicated. You can make a whole scene out of it, or you can do something simple where you all just, just go chill out together and you go eat some good food and, get some noodles or something and go have some quiet time knitting or something, right? It can be pretty, simple and, run of the mill, or it can be like an actual, bigger thing, depending on what you want to do today. But yes, okay, so restore HP. Anything else you guys want to be doing? Make sure I get our list down here. Yeah, go ahead.
So Locke has a bunch of stuff, which I'll let him talk about. But Bungie is thinking he might want to. How much time do we have before the actual
3
heist?
days.
Is it like several days? 3 days?
Mhm.
So he wants to spend some time investigating the Severith language.
Okay.
So that if he gets asked to speak Severith, at least he knows what it's talking about.
Okay.
Maybe he won't be able to do it, but at least he can. Yeah, okay, so that's one thing. Ferris, I want Ferris to knit some sort of a ski mask for Bungie, so that he can dampen his speaking voice if he has to speak into the soul stones. Because I assume in the soul stones you have to speak, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So I want something that will muffle his sounds.
Okay.
We got to get the vehicle. We already talked about that. And Locke had some stuff that he put onto the Google Doc. I don't know if you want me to read it, you want Locke to, or whatever.
Yeah, Eric, go ahead.
I don't have that up, so hang on.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I have it.
But,
Do you need me to look
Yeah,
at it?
I've got it too.
If he has it, I'll have him read if possible. But
wasn't.
if he doesn't have it, that's fine.
I had it in the chat thing. There was more stuff in there.
Oh, do you want a link to it? Just send a link.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Somebody
send
got
the
that?
link,
Yeah, hold on, I got...
Yeah. Just want to hit him up for that.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. Thanks.
No worries.
All the
Look for the
worries.
blue.
Okay, so yeah.
Worry hard,
Worry-
lose sleep.
Worry so hard.
So I don't know whether these items can be made or how this works.
That's fine. Just have it.
But potentially mirrored lenses on like glasses or sunglasses that could maybe be used with the lasers in some way.
Okay.
Also a pocket watch that has like a mirror on the inside. Potentially also just a pocket mirror because nobles may just have that anyways. And then a small snuff box with cocaine or some other powder to see the lasers.
Baby powder.
Cocaine. I'm writing cocaine. You said it. So
I like cocaine more.
I suggested the baby
like-
powder.
you're gonna go
they
try and
suggest-
find the lasers, and you're gonna be super high while doing it.
No, he's gonna be like
mean-
offering it to somebody else, and it accidentally goes everywhere. Oh no! Look at me, how clumsy.
Yeah. Well, because if it's not cocaine, it'll seem weird, right? So like,
true.
I feel like it kind of has to be cocaine. Because it's like, why do you have a bag of flour? Or like, why do you have this small thing of baby powder on you? It's like,
What
oh,
woman
okay.
hasn't
I
done
mean,
that at some point? It's for your hair, it's for your body. Like,
Yeah,
Look, it's
but-
for chafing. You know, it's just how it is.
Yeah. Locking's made of water. I
Okay,
don't think
fine. Then
That's true.
This is true.
I'll get some. I guess I could get some baby powder too, if that's people
No,
feel
I'm-
strongly about it.
To be honest, it'd be way,
Fine.
way easier to find cocaine than baby powder in Unsoul.
it's so much more fun.
Yeah, well, that was my other thought. I was like, it's definitely a very like, yeah, drug.
Yeah.
sketchy place.
Endeavor, you need to come
uh,
up with a name for what it actually is, because
Yes.
they wouldn't have something called cocaine.
Yes, I know.
Zolcane.
Zolcane.
There you
Oh,
go.
Cocaine.
you.
Cocaine. Good. Got it.
all right.
Zolcane. There we go.
What'd you say?
Solved. No, you can come up with something better if you want.
Zolcane.
I think it's
Uh,
fine.
I think it's so dumb it's funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then some sort of either sharp pen or comb that could cut glass, or some sort of pen that instead of ink has acid to cut glass or melt glass, or a like cool little lighter that then is actually a mini blowtorch.
All right, pick one. You want to cut the
I
glass
mean-
or melt the glass?
I'm gonna put a vote
Uh.
in for cut versus melt.
I agree.
I think
Just-
probably cut, because then also, well,
We
Less
could blow the
chance
whole
damage.
campaign by just slipping the acid and having it land
Yeah.
on the score.
well, have you? So you know those things you get for your car to punch the window?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
those loud?
yeah.
Are they loud?
No, they're not loud.
And could
That-
you use it to score it and then pop
Yeah.
it?
Well,
You see
As
those
a person
on,
who's never broken into a house.
car windows are
on
designed
TV
to
all
shatter.
the time.
So
Yeah.
this is
different-
not
two
designed to
different-
shatter.
those are- yeah, these.
But
are
all the
two
time you
different
see
types of
those things
glass.
where they put a little suction cup on, they're up hanging by
Yeah,
cords or
exactly.
something,
Yes.
and they put a suction cup on and they do a little
Yeah.
circle around it and they pull it out.
Yeah. There
But I
you go.
imagine it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
that's
It's probably a, it's
Whatever
a
that
metal
is.
tip that's probably like works for
Diamond.
glass.
It's
Yeah.
usually diamond.
Yeah.
But you can have one as small as a pen.
okay,
Yeah.
Sure.
But those are two different types of glass, is what we're saying. The
Yes.
tool that would shatter a car window. Car windows are made of a very specific.
They don't have
glass.
cars. I was just trying to give an image of what the tool could look like.
I see what you mean. Yes. Gotcha.
But I mean, I don't think they have cars
I
with
feel
windows
like-
on tool.
Or-
So.
could it be a
Imagining
laser
it-
pen
Sure.
that cuts things?
I mean, laser pen in general
Because
sounds
that's
very
cool.
cool. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you want a laser
Okay,
pen? If you can
great.
have one, why would you? Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you
Yeah.
want one?
Okay. I need either a larger bag of sand or a bag of cocaine for the pressure sensor thing, potentially.
Yeah.
How much? How much is a
Um,
large bag of cocaine to you exactly? I just want to know. You're talking grams, pounds.
I don't know how big this scroll is, but I was hoping to like
we're
replace
swapping-
it, and in
We're
case,
swapping the.
Okay.
yeah,
We're
You're gonna-
swapping the scroll
you're-
though. We're
you're
putting
gonna-
a fake one in its place.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
and that's
I
already been
guess-
weighted appropriately.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
the-
it has been.
Yes, it has
oh,
been.
okay.
Right.
That's why you're
Oh,
using that
okay.
one
You wanted to make-
specifically.
All right.
Yes.
Locke wanted the bag of sand for the pressure plate for. Oh, I thought there were pressure plates that you could step on. Okay.
No, it's
thought
what
that was
the
what-
score is on the
Yeah.
pressure
Oh.
plate. Indiana Jones
Okay.
style.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, he had that bag of sand, I thought. Oh, but that's what he replaced it with. Never mind. All right.
So no sand.
Moving on.
Okay.
Oh, so you said we don't need the sand
uh,
because the scroll is the right weight. and
Yes.
stuff.
We're doing.
Is
a-
already the fake one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep calling a scroll. It's just
That's-
score.
We all
And
know.
then, potentially either a fancy silver cane that either has a grappling hook in it, but also a hidden space for many love notes. So that's where he'll hide the score in with his very
Ah.
graphic love notes
Okay.
that
Space for love.
have been
notes.
partially written for
Okay,
you to read
yeah.
out loud if we get caught. So
Do you have those prepared, Eric?
a little bit. I have like excerpts
Well,
But,
now I want to
you know.
catch you at least a little bit because I want to know.
There's also a chance we're just going to distribute those as potential distraction within the room, so you may get to read those without having to
Yeah.
catch
Right.
us.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic.
So my idea is when we get to meet Ted, we're going to ask him about the details of how they, the security details of the score. He probably knows something about it anyway, more than we would.
Okay.
Oh, and then the other thing that I wanted to get was clothes that I guess I would put on top of my metal, like sand sort of clothes, but I want the monogram to have like the guy's like initials, who I'm
Okay.
pretending to be, because that's like a
Oh,
fancy
yeah.
noble thing, and I think we'll like sell that I'm Gilfus something.
Is his last name actually
Gilfus
Alias?
Dragny? Drag?
Oh,
Gilfus,
I need to go
Gilfus
look it up,
Alias.
honestly.
No. Sorry, I just
Dragon.
wrote Alias.
Gilfus Dragon.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
dragon? I wrote. Interesting.
You're right.
Drag-
Gilfus Dragon.
Dragon.
Dray.
Yeah, you didn't
Oh,
spell
it's,
it.
Dragan.
it's Draken. Yeah.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Yes. Hold on, let me double check.
I mean, it's like dragon, but okay,
Yes.
fine.
I mean, it's pronounced
Dragan.
however you want to pronounce it, honestly, because it's a fake name. So who cares, right? Like, it's a cover alias. You say whatever is easy for you to remember, right?
It's
But is it-
Draco.
but
The
is
end
it
is
Gif
silent.
or is it Gilfus? Which one is it? Is it Gilfus or Gilfus? That's the real question here.
Oh no.
I just remember, just because you're the creator of it doesn't mean you're correct.
Oh.
Oh damn!
All right.
I'm just kidding.
It
It'll
is
be
super
whatever way I say
interesting.
it. And I'll try to stick with that. Cause yeah, I mean, part of me was like, should he actually have monogram stuff that would say AW, because that's like who he actually is, but
But he's also
that'd be
like
really
a
dumb if you're
criminal.
trying to like
Yeah.
grift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So but I think if he's pretending to be this noble and he's like kind of done this cover alias thing before, like, yeah, monogram stuff, which probably Ferris could knit if he like buys some like, nice noble clothes, and then Ferris just like adds the monograms.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Potentially was my thought.
Oh yeah.
You could write your name on the inside of your underwear if you're worried.
Easy
I
strip search.
mean,
Ferris will embroider that.
how do you know? Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully it
and then
won't come to
also
that.
one of those classic handkerchiefs that also would be monogrammed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
What that sticks
but-
out of your
but it's
pocket,
just a
the little
handkerchief.
triangle.
Pocket square. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't have my
a pocket
embroidery.
square.
I don't have my embroidery right next to me that I can grab as a prop, but I do know how to embroider.
Wonderful. She's gonna start knitting right now.
I think that was. Yeah, I think that was the whole thing.
Yeah, that's all I had for you.
I guess.
You may have
Yeah.
said something else, but there was nothing else written down.
Unless I
No,
can.
I think that was everything we discussed.
Okay.
The only other
um,
the only other things were just since Locke is like the face of everything, basically anytime specifically when we're like with the ace, anytime any of us like slip, Locke's job is to just be like, we just don't tell them that they can't do it. Like, it's fine. So like if Pop gets
Right.
asked to turn into a snake, they're like, yeah, we just can't bring ourselves to tell
Yeah.
them we can't do it.
He'll
Just
still
tell him
he'll
it
still
looks
do
good,
it.
man.
It just won't really do it.
You'll be like, it's great,
so-
wasn't it?
Yeah, same thing with the language
Okay.
kind of idea.
Okay.
So yeah, Locke is kind of the one who's just gonna be like, just tell him it looks good, man. We don't know how to tell him he can't do it.
Okay.
I'm hearing some white noise. I'm wondering what that's
Thea's
coming
microphone
from.
is like.
Oh.
It's like, are you on? I'm trying to think. It almost sounds like it's push to talk, where it's like turning on and off or something like that, or like it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It sounds like it's like engaging and then disengaging, like
How do you know it's hers?
because she's flickering.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, loose wire or something. Jiggle the connection cable. I don't know.
What do you mean a loose
Weird.
wire?
Well, it kind of sounds like it's like ramping up like the voltage and then like briefly, then like kind of like lowering again. It goes like your volume
let
isn't
me
changing or
check.
anything, so like it's not like a volume thing. But
Everybody be quiet just for a second, just to see if it's constant.
it stopped.
It's only
Yeah.
when we talk.
No, it went a couple
'cause
times
it's
while
an
we were all
echo.
quiet. Look,
Maybe.
it's
It's
not
fine.
loud enough that I think it's disruptive.
It's okay. I
so
just figured now that
maybe
we're not really into the thing
no,
yet, I
maybe
figured
we
I'd
could
mention
just
it.
ignore it
Yeah.
Yep. No.
instead of spending 15 minutes
Yeah.
problem solving something that's not a problem.
Yes.
I had another thing. Oh yeah, what sort of textiles was the idea that he had?
Oh, for Gilphus?
For Gilphus? Yeah.
It was, I don't remember right now what he did. I believe it was curtains specifically.
Well, it just says textile baron for Cape Wimstead on the Shard of Hadrian.
Yes.
It was my fan.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see.
I'm just wondering if I could like buy some textiles that are kind of from that area, potentially, or steal them, just again like further sell this ruse.
Yeah. I mean, also, textile is cloth, and so you could potentially try and wear things that might be more from that kind of.
Yeah, that was my
area
thought.
and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like for the handkerchief and probably the clothes style, I'd want it to be like kind of that area and stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
little
So
touches like that.
Hadrian would be trying to think in terms of how to describe like the style. It's almost like more Greco-Roman / almost like kimono attire. That makes sense. So it's kind of like those like fancy robes, basically, kind of like merged with like suit, if that makes sense. So like instead of pants, you wear like a robed bottom, basically, instead. But otherwise, like the top is more of like a suit kind of style. But anyways, yeah, you can go ahead and try and get yourself more of a style of Shard of Hadrian, to try and sell the bit even more. Makes perfect sense. Anything else before we start going down the list of stuff here?
I think that was everything we needed to do before we meet with the ace.
Oh,
Right,
can
we
I
gotta
buy a
talk to
little
Ted, obviously.
outfit for I forgot his name now,
Hmm?
but his name's not Mr. T, but my,
Your
Oh,
little
your
yeah.
little.
pet.
It is Mr. T, I believe, is what the last name you gave him.
Oh, is it Mr. T?
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is, yes. Yes. So you can post.
I'd like to get him a sort
image.
of noble, I guess, bellhop costume
Ooh.
or something.
Get him a
I don't
fez.
know.
You can get him a fez, right? That's what you need to get him.
Yeah, like a fez. Yeah, yeah, that was my
Ferris
thought.
already made him an entire wardrobe of teeny tiny clothing.
Perfect.
He's good to go.
Oh, okay,
Good to go.
perfect.
Excellent.
Great. Okay.
Not a day goes by that she does not make teeny tiny clothing for Mr. T.
Mr. T. The T is for tiny.
Yeah.
Mr. Tiny.
Mm.
Mr. Tiny. All right. So, we'll probably do Ted last, because that'll then probably go into some of the other stuff too. So, let's go into the object location stuff first. Let's start with the big item, which is the carriage. So, do you want to purchase or do you want to borrow? Do you want to be able to bring this with you when you leave, or do you want to leave it here?
Well, tell us about the carriage that Kel was using.
Yes, he was borrowing it as well. It wasn't his carriage, so he was borrowing it from a friend. I'm put borrowing in quotes, by the way.
Yeah, we assumed that.
Yes, from a also friend, also in quotation marks as well.
Would Now, would this be something we could inquire about with the ace? Would he be able to provide a anonymous means of transportation away from the venue?
Yes. You could ask Kel for something of this nature, or you could ask the ace. Up to you who you want to be sourcing from, and who you're going to be trusting with this part of the job and whatnot. So Kel. Okay.
Kel.
Okay.
100%.
Kel can source for you either the same carriage or something similar that you had previously, or he can source for you a larger kind of mid-sized duster, which is basically, for all intents and purposes, call it a car. Right, duster means any kind of dust-powered vehicle, basically that flies. Sort of.
Which one's faster?
The duster's
Which one's-
faster.
Which one's more anonymous?
The carriage is probably more anonymous. There's more of them. The duster stands out a lot more.
I think we
But
go with the
We
carriage.
probably can't catch the Wayfarer without it, right?
Well, the Wayfarer is stationary at the port. You're going to it.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
Right.
trying to steal it at the same time.
He's going to steal it, and then he's going to basically move it closer. It's on the. There are he hasn't told you which one he's taking so far, but for the most part, they're going to be. I'm telling you now, they're located further away from the closest point to the event venue. Basically, because the event venue is close to like the warehouse district, which is where all like the commercial, like the big ones are, which you guys don't want because they require large crews to man. Right? You don't want that. So he's going to the opposite side, basically, all the way down, which is quite a distance in order to get the more like the private, smaller ones that you actually can man with only a couple people, basically. So he's gonna steal it,
We want
bring
the
it over.
personal pizza size, not the party pizza size.
Yes.
Yeah. What I'm still hoping overall to go through is the idea that our biggest asset is going to be to blend into the huge crowd.
Okay.
If we can lose ourselves in the
Right, right.
crowd, that's our best defense, especially if we're being chased. So that's why I would sacrifice speed for anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
If anybody disagrees.
Yeah. Any
No, I think
That's fine.
that's probably smart.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to not get caught by the cops, you don't drive the red sports car.
Right.
And if we're trying to also not get caught by the ace, we should not take anything that he could potentially trace.
Right.
I was gonna ask, like, if you want, I mean, like, you can ask him for a ride, but
Like,
It
as soon
comes
as you
with
said
its
Kel could
own,
do it,
like-
I'm like, hey, let's have Kel do that. I trust him slightly more.
We could ask
Ultimately.
Ace for it, and we just don't use it too, and that would
oh,
throw
to
him
trick him
off.
as to where you're gonna
Ooh,
be
that's a good
going
one,
for a
too.
ride. Interesting.
That's
Mhm,
a really good option too. Have two options there.
Backup's good.
So backup is good, and to have the ace looking to think he knows where we're going to go.
Mhm.
I really like that.
Right.
Fantastic. Perfect. Okay, so, and are you borrowing? Are you going to try and borrow to try and have it referenced back to someone in particular, or are you just renting one, or are you going to buy one out full out?
What
I
about
didn't
that lady
understand
we
the-
stole from?
I think in both cases, like I'm assuming Kel's going to borrow his. I trust him to source one as anonymously as he can.
Yes, I wasn't sure if you wanted to intentionally try and make it connected to somebody else, or just have it through like a rental service or something, right?
We does
How long does it take for a Wayfarer to take off?
I mean, the idea that Kel will have it prepped and the engine basically running when you get there, so that you won't.
Because
have to wait.
once we get on the Wayfarer, we don't care if they know it was us.
No,
No,
but we
he's-
could
he's more
implicate someone in
asking-
connection with us. Like, oh, why
He's-
did they use your carriage that you didn't report stolen or like whatever?
Yeah, he's asking if there's anybody we want to throw suspicion on once
Mm,
we've left. I don't
Yes,
think
but
we,
who?
And I'm gonna go with no because
Um,
we don't have any enemies yet.
Yet.
At least,
Yes.
why would we make
unless
them?
you want to
I'm
throw
trying.
it on Azumi.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
I don't think so either.
She doesn't count.
Unless Locke has anybody on this planet, he still is trying
Genevieve,
to settle...
what?
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah,
The
it is.
lady we
What?
stole from?
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Okay.
She
So,
seems
yeah,
like someone you just kind of want to piss off.
I have no issue with somehow throwing shade onto Genevieve with this if we possibly can.
Okay, I mean, she does have a carriage. So, I mean, you can take it if you want, or try to take it. Yeah. Okay.
Once again, because I'm
Right.
kind of trying to source this through both the Ace and Kel at the same time,
Yes.
with us doing as little of potential car theft as possible, because I don't think I can't imagine anything worse than trying to take Ferris to steal a car.
Pause.
Yeah.
One of my cats threw up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's no good. Okay.
So
So
if we could, if when we're asking the Ace this, if we can mention, hey, this would be a good smokescreen option, sure, but since none of our crew specifically is going to be the ones borrowing,
Mhm.
I don't know if it would look worse for us to go up to the Ace and say, hey, if you're going to, if you could provide us with transport, could you steal it from this person in particular?
Yeah.
I feel like it would raise a lot of questions,
Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah.
none of which we want to answer.
okay, so you want to
Or
have
in the case of specific people would answer far too much.
yeah. Okay, so you want to have
Question.
Kel
Are there
steal
license plates
the license plates.
or something similar? And we just fake the license plate of hers? Because we've already seen her carriage, right?
Oh.
You have yeah, it was
Or
it was
is it
there.
more like or is it more like a coat of arms?
Yeah, I mean, usually,
Yeah,
usually it's more coat of arms like because usually it's like the houses have the carriages. You know, that's nobody else has them for the most part, right? Unless you have a rental service which has its own branding, right? So there aren't license plates per se, but there is branding associated with them. So yes.
Could I attempt using like the metal skill that I've done before to like basically fake the coat of arms so it looks like theirs on whatever carriage we get?
Yeah, you can do that. So you don't want to steal it, you want to try and fake it instead?
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like if we try to steal it and then we get caught, it's not really going to help us. But...
True.
Yeah.
Goodness, the mic got
We're-
worse. It's like a fire now. Okay. Oh no, her mic got worse. It's like crackling now. Okay, so
It is kind of like a fire.
yeah,
Weird.
marshmallows. Thinking real quick here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put down there fake Lorrington crest. Okay. Sure. All right. So we'll do that first then. So Kel is gonna secure you a carriage. And you're gonna try and put a fake Lorrington crest on it. So this is gonna be one of your guys' roles. So give me an overcome lock to do that.
Okay. Working on it.
Oh.
I actually have my dice at the ready, but
Yay.
Nice.
I did not have my sheet at the ready, so I forgot which dice I use. And we're still injured, you said?
Yes. Yes.
Because there hasn't been...
We could do the healing stuff
Okay.
first if you want. That's important to you.
Yeah, let's
And-
do the healing stuff first.
Okay. We can come back
Did
to
I
this
get
then.
hurt first, just a little bit?
Oh, you want to
so
get
I
hurt?
could
Oh,
raise the dice?
All right.
No, no, you're not going
Just,
to
just 3 more.
Because he'd be in the red yellow zone or whatever,
All right. Well,
right?
just-
So
just do your thing now on whatever zone you're at.
Okay.
I'm gonna give-
I'm gonna heal myself. Assume that I've healed, just to make it easy.
Can I just cheat the system a little bit?
No,
Just a
we
little
are
bit?
not min-maxing. Come on.
Eloise punches you in the arm.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, she'll hit you real hard.
No, no.
No,
Okay,
this is
great.
what
asking
Lloyd
for
tried
it.
to do constantly
me.
too, as well. Like
Yeah, I
Lloyd
know.
and Riptide were doing this all the time. They're trying to hurt each other or themselves in order to do
Yeah.
more damage. It's like, no, stop that. Stop that.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I know.
That should be
Stop
the value.
it.
That should be
It's
like
great.
a, why would you choose that unless you could do it yourself?
Because it's min-maxy bullshit.
Yeah, I don't
As
like
the person
it.
who used blood
What?
to make herself better.
That was intrinsic to my character.
If I just
It was also important to my character. It's what my character would have done.
So cute you
what
did.
other kind of class is there for a
So-
masochist?
All right,
Is it
I got a
pain?
6.
You got a 6. Okay. I need to pull my sheet up real quick. Hang on. Where it is? Okay, there. 6. So you get a minor twist, which is fine. So minor twist for this is that you know, the carriage comes only in pink. Just it's so pink.
Oh no.
Which works out a bit because Genevieve does like very fluorescent colors. So it's not out of character for a Lorington carriage, but it does stand out more than other carriages potentially.
Yeah, but like, would you imagine the robbers are in the bright pink carriage? Now you're double thinking.
Yeah.
No,
We gotta hope. All right.
That's true.
Yeah.
you never.
But you
never
do-
would expect them to be in the hot pink vehicle.
It's the Barney-mobile, everybody. And
Fine,
Yep.
Ferris is gonna love it.
Yeah.
and you do get the Lorington Estate crest on it, and it looks pretty good.
Good.
It's not perfect, but
Okay,
that's
nice.
no one's gonna be studying it super close. So,
Yeah.
hopefully,
Okay. sweet.
perfect. And then other items we have to collect. Here we have a ski mask, mirrored lenses, pocket watch with the mirror, small stuff box, Zolcane, laser pen, cut glass, fancy silver cane, the grappling hook, and face of love notes, and monogram, fancy clothes. That's 7 things. And I'm gonna make you roll for
I mean, the
all
love
of
notes
them.
Locke can write.
Yeah, like
But-
we're gonna make quite a lot
Um,
of this stuff.
Yes.
ourselves.
Yeah. Also, I wanted Bungie to basically add the cool parts of these items. So, like, I have to, buy the laser and the pen, but he has to put them together in some cool way or something.
Okay.
What's
This is.
the grappling hook
Was the
for?
thought.
What?
He just wants one.
Uh,
Just in case.
I think he
In
just wants
case the lasers and it's just cool. So.
It's just
both
cool. Shut up.
reasons.
Wait, I'm still looking. What are you using it for? I don't understand.
There's no
Don't-
plan
don't worry
going
about it.
right now. It's
In case he needs
Don't worry
to
about
swing,
it.
swing over the
Stop.
lasers or something. Who knows?
Edie,
Yeah, that was my thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's classic heist stuff.
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Bungie gonna roll for most of these, because you're just gonna be collecting stuff, and that's not a big deal. I will say
Oh,
that.
no. Okay.
Locke,
Can I
because
Ski
you're
do-
mask is
him?
Ferris.
For
yes. So
any metal things.
I'm gonna roll. I'm on the list here, and I'll tell you who's rolling from which one. A ski mask knitting for Bungie is Ferris, so give me an overcome. Pretty low stakes.
Can we boost each other?
No.
Damn. Okay. Just thought I'd check.
Yes. In general, I don't want boost to happen outside of encounters if possible,
Okay.
because otherwise you can all boost and then you just break the roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do still have your
Yeah, we're saving those.
blessings.
Yes.
Yeah. no,
You
we're
all
s-
have
we're
your
saving.
your limit break dice as well.
That's I
but-
forgot what that was called.
Yeah, your blessings. yeah.
I was trying.
I like blessings. That's a good-
T4's bless. Yeah.
Also a 6.
Yeah.
Also a 6. Okay.
Hmm.
Cool. So, you know what? Because it's fun. You make him a sea mask successfully, but it's also pink.
Fantastic.
Pretty sure
Okay,
Bungie
there's the color of the day. That's what you have.
There's a ball on
Yes,
top.
there's a pom pom on top. Yes.
You already chewed through one of these.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Okay, perfect. So mark that you have that Bungie. You have a lovely little hat, ski mask thing. Also, it has a mustache that comes off of it that's also pink. As well.
Pink mustache.
Yes.
Well,
It's attached
someone
on-
was a
it's
millennial.
on the ski
Like
mask.
left.
Okay. And then we have mirrored lenses or sunglasses for the laser scene. That's gonna be a Bungie roll.
Okay, we're gonna do each one of these separate, right? Okay, so I guess I'll
Yes.
do. Okay, so I want to say that I've been charged up. Is that okay?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Assume
So
for
I'm
now
going to
you
use
charge
my
up.
inventions and technology. So it's 10, 10, 12. Okay, let's see here. There we go. I got an 8.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
complete success.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Do you want glasses or sunglasses?
Don't they have to be sunglasses?
Well, no, you can
Why
have
isn't there, like,
reflecty things. that
weird-
are not-
Oh, how's this? You know what? Since you got complete success, I will
Oh.
give you the ones that tint automatically from sunglasses to regular glasses.
Oh, nice.
So,
Good.
add that.
Amazing.
Yeah, add that to your collection. They're luck.
okay.
And
great.
they also look very
The
Nobly.
automatic tinting glasses that are mirrored.
You know what?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Shut up.
Yeah.
I told you already.
There's a coating on it.
No, I told you. It is action movie logic, not real life logic. If I hear one more argument about this,
I've
sending
seen
folks-
mirrored sunglasses before. What's the big deal?
No apple pies for anyone.
right?
That's
No,
Ferris's
he's talking
threat.
about the fact that they're transition lenses, so there's sunglasses outside, real
mhm.
glasses inside. I used to have them.
That's the Bungie flavor he added
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
buy him that way. I had to
There
do
we
that.
go.
Yeah.
Right?
The Bungie way.
Okay.
It's the Bungie
That's
way.
the Bungie difference, right? All right. So then we have
Okay,
pocket
what's
watch
next?
with a mirror inside as well.
Uh,
I'll just give that to you. I don't think
Yeah.
that's a thing you have to actually custom make, honestly. You can just find that, and it
Okay.
won't cost you a treasure because it's pretty cheap.
Stop!
So
okay.
the next one is a snuff box with Zolkane in it. That's definitely a lock roll for sure. To see how
Are
well
you sure you don't want the muscle to go fight? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can go if you want, Eloise. You want to do that instead? You can.
No, I'm good. I'm just there to make sure the
I
deal goes good.
will. I guess I'll use charm plus one charming son of a bitch for the roll.
Okay. I
That
can
works.
convince people how to give you their cocaine. Zolkane, sorry.
I mean, yeah, come on now. Please use the proper terms here.
Zolkane, right?
Zolkane.
Yeah, Zolkane. Zolkane. Not to be
Sounds
confused
like a
with
song
Soul
that would be
Cane.
in Cuphead.
Yes. Everything else here is soul something or other. This one's not, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Soul
All right.
sand, soul tables.
So it rolled like kinked. So should I re-roll one of them that was kinked or nah? I got
Yeah.
a 5, a 6, and like it didn't land flat.
Reroll your
It
kinky
somehow
die.
landed on the
Yes.
side of the roller box.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Always. It's cocked. It's kinked. It's...
Cocked. There we go.
Yeah.
Reroll it. yes.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so 5. was
5?
the
Okay.
middle.
So
Yeah.
again, you have a minor twist, which
Which is it's pink. No, I'm kidding.
which is it is pink, and it costs you a lot of money.
We got
oh.
we got the tourist rates, didn't we?
Yes, they could tell that you don't know what you're doing,
Oh.
and you're new in town. So it's gonna cost you 1 treasure.
Hello, I would like 1 Zolkane, please.
Yes. One drug.
To do
One drug.
things
If I
definitely.
Drunk.
Who's keeping
do you
track of
do?
our treasure?
Yes, good question.
if it's a
I-
treasure, I don't think Locke's gonna spend it on drugs. I think he's just gonna get powder from Ferris because Ferris has already baked stuff. I'm assuming. We literally bought flour in one of the scenes, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah,
And
'cause you had
apples.
the
I feel like that was like a side activity.
We could still go.
Okay, yeah, I'll-
we go shopping constantly.
All right, so we're not gonna. You're
can
not
I
gonna
just
get
buy a
Zolkane?
stuff box and not use the just a simple box.
Sure.
But you
For
don't
that,
flour
but
in
not
the
buy
bag.
the Zolkane.
Yes.
and put
Yeah.
flour in it.
Perfect.
You can just tell people you thought it was Zolkane.
That's good shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, I got ripped off. What is
I was
this?
mad at my
Flour.
son because I thought he got drugs at school, but he got oregano. He's dumb too.
Uh,
Exactly.
I've been there.
All right, so it doesn't cost you anything,
Really?
and no more additional rolls required. Okay.
Uh,
And then we have a laser pen that can cut glass.
Right.
It includes a suction cup. That's much more complicated. That's a bungee
Yeah.
roll for sure. Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
the other side has the suction cup, but the pen side has the laser.
Dang it! I got a 4.
4.
Aren't you water? Can't you just like lick your
Oh.
hand
I got
and
a
slap
10,
it onto
4,
the
and a
glass
1.
and make a suction cup?
All right, a 4 is still just a minor
I mean-
twist. So same problem as before is it's going to cost you because you're working with some pretty like specialized equipment in order to get a
We-
laser that is the exact level of strength that is required to not be too strong but not be too weak, and to be able to compact it into the right.
We
Device.
have 7 treasures, guys. We can afford to spend one.
Okay.
You should have less than that because you spent at least one before.
Yeah, but then we got one
But we got one.
from
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So it costs you 1 treasure. For that.
That's not how. That's not the mindset that keeps you treasure, though.
Yeah. So
gotta
that
spend money
takes
to
us
make
from
money.
So that takes us from 7 down to 6, Sarah.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have a cool laser pen now that you can keep with you for all time. So.
Yeah, don't drop it locked.
Yeah, I mean that seems pretty useful. So
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I
I'm
think we
good
could
spending a
find
treasure
all
on
sorts of
that.
things to do with that. Yeah.
And we have a fancy silver king with a grappling hook. Also bungee roll.
Oh, right, because you got to do the.
Gotta make a
grappling hook.
grappling hook in that thing somehow.
I got an 8.
Complete
A
success.
1, 8, and a 10.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, it has plenty of space on the inside. It's fully hollow. The bottom half, and the top half has. Sorry, top half is hollow. Bottom half has the grappling hook. So you can just take the cane and you can just point it up and then shoot by like twisting the head, basically. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And it's definitely going to be also because you get to determine it. What do you want the crest of House Dragon or whatever it is you're calling, how pronouncing his name? We have his crest to be like what kind of? Usually they're usually some sort of animal, but not always. They can be like something more nebulous like scales or swords or something like that.
Yeah, I mean my mind goes with dragon because,
Okay.
well, those are fancy,
Sure.
Yeah,
and also
they fancy.
it sounds like his name,
Yes.
which may have not been on purpose. I don't know. If you just looked at dragon, you were like, yeah, okay,
Yeah. Okay.
let's just add a
Help-
Y
help-
in
help
there.
it, yeah.
Let's just make it fancy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You have a dragon-headed silver cane grappling hook. Add it to your list somewhere. I don't know. Eventually, we'll have an
then-
item list somewhere. These. It's easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can fit love like notes or the score in the top part of the.
Yes. The top half
Of it, right?
pops. The little top
Okay.
pops open basically where the little emblem thing is. It pops open and you can stuff things in there. It's like a little like wrapped up roll of piece of paper.
You see his
basically.
cat behaving? Can't you act like that one?
He's sleepy.
Okay.
Exactly.
But I can stuff like a couple papers because the plan was to like basically cover the scroll in like, yeah.
Yes. I
Everybody
mean
just love
the
notes.
cane is decently
So
thick.
if they do find them,
So yeah, and it's fully hollow
Okay,
all the way down.
cool.
So yeah, you can get quite a bit of rolled up
okay,
paper in there.
cool.
Oh, if you hit somebody with it, it's gonna
Okay,
bend.
great.
Yeah, it's not a good weapon. Not a good
No,
weapon.
I'm not gonna use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case
fancy
you try by
training.
accident, it will shatter probably. Yes.
Uh,
Also, if you fire the
Yeah, no.
the grappling hook, it will probably also break. So you probably get one good use out of it, the grappling hook. With it being a cane still, you'll have the grappling hook after that, but you won't have the cane anymore. So heads up for that.
oh,
so just
okay.
because you can't create something that is both durable
Oh.
and hollow, basically, is the problem.
Mm.
So
I could remake it. We could fix it or something.
you can make another one eventually. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can put the
Yeah.
grappling hook back in another one eventually, but
Mm.
it will kind of separate out once you use it. So the
Mm-hmm.
heads up for that, which is fine because once you start using a
Uh-huh.
grappling hook, it's kind of the gig's up and like people know that you can't like you don't need a cane anymore, right? To try and sell the gig, right? Okay, and then monogram fancy clothes. So that's just a Ferris roll. The fancy clothes don't require you to spend any treasures. It's just a little shy of having to spend one of those. You're not buying too fancy, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
No, not like the king, but
Yeah.
like, you know.
You're not, making them out of
Pretty
pure
nice.
gold.
No.
Okay.
Trying to blend in with the level of nobles that he assumes will be there.
It's
With
another
some
4, so I don't think the fit's going to be great.
Hadrian flair.
You're just monogramming.
You're doing the monogramming, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the tailor,
Yeah.
which is good. So,
Oh, thank God.
it's
Mm-mm.
pink.
You know
That's
what?
better than, yeah, that letter doesn't quite look like it's supposed to.
Also,
Sarah's
it's-
got on a theme.
it's
She
in
couldn't
Comic
beat that.
Sans, so
I don't know why everyone hates that. I like it.
it's also appropriate for Sentinel Comics. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Ferris would 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
maybe we'll do the opposite of what I was looking for,
No, I don't. I mean, it still looks fancy.
potentially.
It doesn't look weird.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little like,
All right.
huh? It's a little hot pink for. All right, sure. It's like
It's eccentric.
it is. It's very eccentric.
Yes.
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 It's definitely eye-catching, I will say.
Okay.
It does still look quite fancy. It's also like a shimmery pink, so it has kind of like that metallic kind of like glisten to it that makes it look like a nice fancy, in monogramming. So, yeah. Okay, so then let's go
Okay.
ahead and do the.
And I
H-
want a handkerchief as part of that, but I'll get a pink one that will
Yes.
match.
Yes, that's together with that. Yes, so all yours have is
To-
monograms. So
yeah.
all your whole
Pull the
outfit,
outfit
monograms.
together.
Yes, it all matches now, so it makes
Right.
sense. Yes.
Okay, great.
Perfect. So you have a lovely pink dragon on your vest as well as the letters, which is good. GD. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so then we have the HP restoration. Bungie, you had something possibly. Anything that the whole group can participate in for HP restoration. It can be physical health, mental health, spiritual health, grammatical health.
You said HP, and I was like, HP Lovecraft item? Like,
Any
what are
tentacles you want to bring to the
talking
table.
about? Well, I was like, HP.
Yes.
I know.
A little
Elf.
tired. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We could do the those exercises that Eloise taught us last time.
Okay. For sure.
I don't know.
Cool.
Ferris is at full health, so she's gonna be sitting there doing her hot pink knitting
Mhm.
while they're.
Fantastic. So you guys find a
She
nice.
got a real bargain on everything hot pink, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's not a popular color on Zoll, so they have a lot of it extra.
Right.
That doesn't sell very well, and it's like 95% off. So, yeah. Okay, perfect. So, you guys find a nice, like, kind of park area uptown that you can kind of like do your sort of Pilates kind of style exercises in out in the open, kind of just to get some kind of your chi kind of channeled and whatnot, and kind of get your mind and body realigned with each other. Some in a literal fashion if you're Bungie. The alignment is literal. Do some cranking and some squishing down with some springs. Perfect. So everybody's back up to full health now.
Realize there's one more thing I
Mhm.
wanted to try to do.
Sure.
It's not an item, but I was wondering, could I try to, because Locke's pretty good at like pretending to be other people, could I try to give like Eloise lessons on how to like act? Basically give acting lessons?
Ah, interesting.
I
Sure.
don't know
Yeah.
what that would do, but
Yeah. I don't know if I can do anything mechanically with this. I think it would just be something that she would do as a character, basically. That she might be able to draw on that and have you give her suggestions, basically, if she gets like in a bind, that then she can then utilize, right? It's like one like free assist, like verbal
Okay.
assist of like, here's what you can do, you know? She wasn't here though, so yeah. So give
Okay.
me an overcome just to see how well it goes. I guess on the teacher end, I think. Yeah, so it'll be on Locke's end. Well, no, I'll make Eloise roll one. She hasn't rolled anything yet.
I figure I
Am I
have to
also
do
rolling, or are
stuff
we-
with Ted and
Yeah,
the
no, I know.
planting the bottle and all that, or
I know.
not the bottle,
You
the
do,
scroll.
you do. But I also want you to roll anyways, because we'll do it on the student end. So on your end, to see how well you take the acting lessons from Locke to be able to utilize at a later date here to be able to try and talk your way out of something.
So what am I rolling for?
How well you learn from Locke, basically. So I
Is
don't
that
know.
teaching
Could
me
I roll to
something?
see how well I
He's-
teach?
Yeah,
and
see-
then
no, I'll just have
Oh,
her.
well,
I'll have her just do the
okay.
roll. He's giving you acting lessons, so
Okay.
hopefully you can be a better liar. Should the occasion be required during the heist.
Okay, the way you say that though makes it sound like I've been a bad liar so far.
No, you haven't been.
They just know that Ferris is a lost cause.
Yes.
No.
I
He's just
noticed that
passing
he
out
You're
didn't
like,
say
something.
well,
Ferris,
see, here's
right?
the thing. You
Yes.
two are related, and she's really bad. So we're worried that you might be like half as bad, which is still really bad.
It's still like,
I gotta figure
Uh.
Locke tried like for half a second to explain what
Yeah.
lying is to Ferris,
it didn't work.
and he got immediately knew like,
But-
oh no, this is not gonna work. Okay, Eloise.
Yes, let me pull up my
Um,
thingy.
Yeah, I think all it is like as he starts, he goes over to Ferris. This is just like, don't tell people that your name is Trashfire. That's all you need to know. And then
Okay, but I
like
thought
he
you
wants to say more, and then he just like,
What?
huh?
Don't
Yeah.
tell
She's like,
people.
wait, but I need. No, he's right because
Only Ace knows that she's
yeah, only the
Trashfire.
ace
Mm.
has to know that she's
Yeah.
Trashfire, so she
Uh-huh.
only needs to answer
Right.
it there.
You're pretending to be
Yeah.
someone who's pretending to be someone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so it's like a play. Oh, okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm good at this.
You just gotta say it in the right way.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So the ace is
let
like the obvious.
me-
Okay. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna be so good at this. Oh, I'm gonna make y'all so proud.
And then he thinks of adding more lessons, but instead is like turns to Eloise and is like, so you're good at you seem pretty good at lying, but are you good at acting as someone else?
We'll
I have some
find
tips
out.
if you're interested. And then I start teaching you the
Oh no.
the
Oh
the
no.
version of whatever that thing
Oh no.
the actor prepares.
I
What's
don't
that
think she's
thing
good at acting, guys.
What does she get?
called?
She got a 2, a 2, and a 3.
Oh
Uh,
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
okay, but if you think about the culture she's coming from, they're not acting, they're repressing.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
The only thing they know how to do is pretend to be fake nice.
Right. You're not good at projecting a personality. You're good at crushing a personality.
Yes. She's like, I work
Mm.
on my gains and on crushing my inner self.
Hmm.
Every time I lift a weight, I just think, push it lower, push it lower. You're not upset. You're not mad. It didn't hurt your feelings. It's okay.
I'm just gonna pick this heavy thing up and put it down a dozen more times, and I'll believe that.
Mhm.
Okay.
All of her feelings she puts into working out.
Mm,
She's just like, you know what? I'm
very healthy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't have powers and yet she's so strong. Let's think about it.
Think about that for a while. It's the rage. All right. So then we have Bungie went to investigate and practice with the Severeth language. So Bungie, give me a roll for that real quick.
Okay. So I have no power that applies.
Makes sense.
So I'm gonna roll.
That was
D4
part
for
of
that.
it too. It was one of them I was like, okay, this is the lowest one I have.
Makes sense.
Okay. Oh well, that's interesting because my D4 actually rolled a 4.
There you go.
So I got a 3,
Okay.
4, 5. So I get a 4.
Okay. So that is still a success with a twist. I would say that you learned the language fairly easily. It's the practice that's the difficult portion of it. Because it's a lot of lisping and also it requires a lot of tongue movement, which you don't have a tongue. So it's a little complicated for you to figure out exactly how to do that. But so it kind of like is more of like a
Well, then how does he speak?
electronic hiss. I'm just saying that in terms of like trying to learn the language, a different language that's very revolves around those kind of sound. It's more difficult for him to try and get his head around it because he doesn't have a tongue to like try and practice like that kind of thing with, basically.
Well, so do you use a speaker? Because couldn't you just download the sound? Wouldn't you basically be like the bird?
This
You
is
could
what
copy it.
This is what I think. I think that I should have discovered it, but there's a limited vocabulary.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Like he can copy it, but he's
15 or
missing.
20 words or something like that, or I don't know,
Or
something.
the file corrupted.
Yeah, it could be the
So that
file
it doesn't-
corrupted. That could be a good one.
Okay.
So he only got like every
Well, I
other
still
word kind of
succeeded. I
thing?
still succeeded, right? But you got to have something. Yeah. So I don't
Yeah.
care. Whatever.
You
I
know,
think
think
having the
limit-
file corrupt and it just in
I
the
know, like,
middle of
5
words,
words or
it turns
something.
electronic instead of the sound.
What if he got the language but not the grammar?
Oh, okay. Okay, so you,
Oh,
you have the
geez.
equivalent of 8th grade Spanish, basically. We'll say of this
I didn't
language.
even learn
yeah,
Spanish in 8th
okay.
grade.
Well,
Yeah.
whatever you would learn in 8th
I
grade
have
for
no
Spanish.
idea how I would role play that, but yes, that'll be fun.
I don't know. I don't either.
Right.
That is your problem.
Yep.
I have enough problems.
We still have
Yep.
the backup plan of Locke just standing there going,
I know.
he
Mm.
thinks he knows what he's doing, just go
Uh-huh.
along with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and do Ted Burbon next. So who's going to visit?
Who else would want a
Ted
last name of
Burbon?
alcohol when you have 12 kids?
I think Locke is probably the best person to go with her.
I mean, that was always the plan, was for
Yeah.
Eloise and Locke to go to him to be
right.
like, hey,
Yeah.
you got switched off. Can you give me all the details? I'm
Yeah.
new and I haven't worked this
Mhm.
one before.
Possibly
Yeah.
Ferris, if you want to try to use like her expert matchmaker.
Ah.
To see if we can grant his heart's deepest desire, it's probably to have less children.
We don't know that for sure, though.
What was
Or
our
money.
What was our
Or
plan for
cocaine.
convince?
Our
What did
plan
we
was-
decide?
Our plan was to bribe him, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was your plan.
we had set aside a treasure
Okay.
for it.
We were gonna try to bribe him, but maybe we can find some other way to not use up a treasure.
I mean,
don't know.
we're leaving soon, so I mean, I think it's fine to just be like her to pretend to be
What
like,
you-
oh, I haven't worked this kind of event before, so I'm paying you to take your shift.
Why don't you
Instead
just
of
go and
Convincing him.
see what he says and
Yeah.
try to
Yeah,
get
that's
away
what
with
my
not paying a
thought
treasure,
was.
but if you have to pay a treasure, you pay
Yeah.
a treasure.
Yeah.
Just see where it goes.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I was thinking too.
Okay, cool. So you guys
Let's
make
do
your
that.
way, making your way downtown, down Crypt Market, into a pretty rundown area, which is saying a lot because Crypt Market's not great in terms of upkeep, and it's like one of like the more the slummy areas, and it's like the residential district there.
Oh my
and-
god, this is where he lives. We have to give him the money.
And you arrive at the address that you were given, and it's a somewhat large-ish house. It's not an estate, mind you, but it's run down, but it's biggish. It's bigger than the other ones next to it. However, it's still probably only a 4-bedroom, I would say, house. So it's large in terms of like, normal houses, but it's still not a lot for 16 or 14 people. So yeah, and it has a
How many kids did he have?
12.
12,
Oh my god.
because he's got a baker's
Why?
dozen. You should have named him Baker.
That's true.
Baker's dozen, Baker's dozen is 13.
That's true.
Yeah, I
It
know,
is.
but it still would have
Yeah,
been funny.
true.
With him, it's 13.
Yeah, but there might be
Most
one
people
on the
don't
way.
know that, though.
This is 11. Okay, so and
Yeah.
out front there is a little yard with a kind of rundown but decently like what recently painted white picket fence, which is odd for Crypt Market. There's not fences and all that stuff around here. Nobody has yards or any of that stuff either. So it's kind of a cute little area in kind of this little pocket of like green in the middle of this very dusty, rundown area. And you make your way up to the front door, and it has a little welcome mat to wipe your feet on and everything, and it has a door knocker as well. And you knock on the door, and the door opens up, and
What? No sound effect?
no, it's not.
Not for the door knock.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, door knock. Boom. No, just kidding. No. The house
You can't say you
explodes.
knock on the door and not provide the sound effect. It's blasphemy.
Knock, knock, knock. I did it. You're all welcome.
And a man opens the door, and he is he's pretty average height, average build, average basically as far as the eye can see. He's got kind of like I think almost shoulder length, black hair, kind of swept back, and a big mustache. Just all the way down, like almost to the bottom of the lips. It's all the way out. It's one of those big, bushy ones. And he says, "Oh, good morning. Howdy, neighbor. How's it good to see you? Are you new this time? You new to this part of town?
Yes.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining. It's not, by the way. It's dark here all the time. And it's a great day to make new friends."
Agreed.
You hold a hand. "I'm Ted Burbon. How's it going?"
Hello. She looks to Locke like.
And he's like vigorously shaking your hand, like up and down, up and down, up and down. I have a pie in the oven. I think that you would love a pie.
Maybe she doesn't have the same father as me. Maybe this is her father.
I'll get you inside. Come on in. Come on. He like yanks you in.
Locke was not expecting this, and he's just
Neither.
watching, trying to get his bearings somehow.
I like the idea that
so
anyone
long,
who
you should be
acts
able
the
to
way that
handle
Ferris is just like
Mhm.
rare and unnatural.
So is Ferris with you guys or not? No.
She's
Okay.
knitting, I'm assuming.
No,
We should have
No.
brought Ferris.
He's punishing
we
you.
should have brought Ferris, but yeah,
Oh.
clearly.
And he yanks you in like, the house like forcibly. He seems to be decently strong, surprisingly. It might be kind of pudgy. And he brings you inside. And inside you see that there is basically utter chaos happening all around. There are children everywhere.
How tall is he compared to Eloise?
About the same height, I would say.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah. Pretty similar in height. And there are children like running up and down the stairs and sliding down the banister and swinging on like chandeliers kind of thing and like throwing things like all the place. It's not like destructive, I will say, but it's a zoo. And he's like navigating you all around, like dodging things that are kind of like going past you and like flying through the air and like as children run past and all that stuff. And he takes you into.
I like the idea that Eloise is good at dodging too, but like Locke just keeps getting smacked by kids running by him or swinging by.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's not used to all these children. I don't think he's ever seen this many children at once.
Eloise
like,
just under her breath. I could train here.
And he stops one of the kids who like runs into Locke, and he's like, "Well, now Ferdinand, you gotta be careful now. There's guests in the house." He's like, "Sorry, Daddy." And he's going. He's like, "Ah!" He's running. He's like after his brother. As they're like are trying to like throw like they have like little like fake little like little axes they're like trying to hit each other with. And then you like pass by a couple other like kids that are like quietly painting like in the corner, and then of course. Like, two of the kids just run into that, and it goes flying. Just like, he's like, "Oh, I'll fix that later. All right, and remember to pick up more paints from the store. Again, okay. 5th time this week. All right, it's fine. All right, awesome. All right, welcome. And the stove goes off. A little alarm goes off. A little egg timer. He pulls a good old big old pie out of the oven. It's the size of like 4 normal pies. It's huge. And he had to start cutting a slice, and he's like, "So, what can I do you for this lovely day?"
Eloise makes a mental
you
note that she's gonna
always
have
like
to
this?
ask Ferris for DIY paint that she's gonna send in like an anonymous letter, like the recipe for.
And Ted looks at you, Locke, and is like, "Of course, I'm always like this. This is how I am. I was born this way, came out this way. Mustache even too. Mother was not pleased about that."
Where,
Born that way.
where are you from?
Oh, born right here. Born and raised in Zol. Yep. Can you tell?
No, I can't.
Oh,
You are. You definitely seem like you should be from Sugar Pine 9, and I'm honestly shocked you're not.
you know what? That does sound
And
delicious.
I mean that in the nicest way.
Can you bake that? Got me the recipe. You gotta give me the recipe.
Oh, I'm gonna get you a recipe.
I mean,
You know, I
Really
might need to knit
great.
you guys a sweater before I leave, though. I have to say, I might have to do it. You know, it's
Ferris
just,
would have married this man.
I know.
Too bad. She's
uh,
never gonna let you. First of all, I'm pretty sure he's taken, but she's just like, oh my god, I'm so glad she didn't come today.
Does Ferris work on?
Locke's gonna ask,
people
but he's
too?
waiting.
Also, a woman walks into the room with long black hair, very pregnant.
No,
That'll make the baker's dozen.
Yes.
no.
And he's like, "Oh, you sit down, sweetie. You sit down. Take a load off. Oh, don't be walking around like that. It's okay. I got you. And he like pulls the chair up for her, and she like, I was, whoa. And she has like a fan. She's just like, "Oh, there's more. Oh, we have more guests. All right, Ted. Are they from work?
Yes.
Well, good to meet you. Good to meet you. I was just passing through. I just got. The doctor said I was supposed to do rounds. It's hard, but you know, I'm gonna keep on going. Whew, she gets up. And, all right, here we go. 10 more laps today. Whoo! All right. Got this. Here we go. All right.
Is that
and
a normal part of pregnancy?
Depends.
Eloise is asking that, and she's just like, I'm never.
Well, it is when you're on Zol, believe me. You gotta. And if you keep yourself moving while they're in the oven, they keep moving while they're out. Which maybe that's why they're all so active. Actually, gonna think of it, but that's fine. I better have them be that than sluggish and slow and lazy bums. So
You sure?
what can I do for everybody here today? Other than making some new friends and maybe painting some pictures together.
I had asked around for some shifts, and your coworkers had suggested seeing you to talk about taking your shift for the what's it called? Score celebration thingy.
Did I name it?
I'm not sure.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. For the event.
Like-
They're the
'Cause they're retiring it, right?
yeah, they are. Yeah. I wish I have a.
The
I mean, it's a-
retiration
She
of
leans
the
forward.
scroll.
It's a
She's for the-
concert. Yeah, it's a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she just like
yeah.
leans forward with like the deadest face and goes, "I'm just a huge fan."
He looks instead of saying anything, he's like, "Me too. I love fans. Overhead, ceiling, box fan. Personally, I love fans. Helps cool the place down. Don't have air conditioning. Oh, but yeah, sorry.
That's unfortunate.
It's all right. Sweaty and builds character. So you said you're looking for maybe some tips of trade. Ted might help you out there. How to look all serious. How to get people to
Well,
do
I was
you want.
hoping to take your shift at the retirement.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, I kind of need the money. I've been taking up extra shifts here and there. I do a lot of contract work, wherever I can get it,
Oh, don't worry. I'm such a huge fan that I'd be willing to pay you for the shift.
Well, that's mighty nice of you. Little suspicious. But, what's a little suspicious around
Why is
friends?
that suspicious?
Well, you know what? You're right. It's not suspicious at all. You know what? Perfectly reasonable and normal. So why do you want my shift?
I've just never been so close or part of something so important before, and I'd really love to be a part of it.
Oh, we want to get all close and personal to the orchestra. I gotcha. That makes sense. Absolutely, that makes perfect sense. I mean, hey, paid to not have to go to work. That sounds like a great deal to me personally. I mean, the wife could always do some more help around the house more often. And as you can see, there's always things to do around here. Hey, stop that! No, put it down. Put it down. Down. Don't eat her. What do we say? Anyways, what were we talking about before? Right. So, I mean, how much exactly?
I mean,
Absolutely not. I don't know if you saw the message.
what happened?
What?
Sarah sent a message that said, "Bring Ferris
Oh.
baby."
Oh.
Oh dear.
He's sneaking one away, doesn't even notice. You run into him at the event, and you're just like, I found this.
We found this.
Uh,
Oh, we're into kidnapping, are we?
Ferris would not
It's only
see it that way.
babysitting if it's only for a few days.
Ferris needs a
Well, I don't know how
needs
much
a
the
good
amount
ending at
fee
the
is,
end.
so I guess should
just becomes a babysitter.
just have her
for
like
this
pull it out
place.
in a bag and sit it on the table.
Pay it cash. Okay. He goes, well, that is a good amount of money. Sold. The highest bidder, which is you. Just you. No one's bidding. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. I have no problem. Just got to clear it with my manager, and we'll be good to go there. No problem.
Oh, he was the one, or they were the one who sent me here, so they should already know.
Okay. I guess that's no problem.
I assumed that you would appreciate it, with another kid on the way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Could always use the scratch. Okay. Well, there's a slight problem. I do have to be there for other business as well. And that's kind of the real reason I'm going. Between you and me, a little hush hush,
Didn't we talk about that we were going to tell him that the crew got changed?
What other business?
Oh,
He's part of the crew.
can't talk about it.
Oh, that was Locke asking.
Just a little side hustle,
And how much you're being paid for that?
Oh, I can't talk about money like that. Oh, no.
So he doesn't know that
but
the
you
rest
just
of the
talked
crew's
about
been.
money.
He has not been left in the loop.
Yeah, so he doesn't know that the rest of the crew has been pinched.
No.
And that we're replacing them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how much to tell him.
Sorry. Okay, so Eloise just looks at him, pushes the money further, and says, "We know all about that. Don't worry about it."
Well, I mean, it's easier said than done. I mean, certain people
I
you
mean,
don't
you
really
can
want to
continue
like.
to worry, but it's been taken care of already.
Okay,
There are
but
some last-minute schedule changes.
I see.
It's been what's it called? Rescheduled.
I don't think you can reschedule this.
Not this. They decided that there would be a better time.
Ah, interesting. Well, I will definitely have to clear that with the one in charge, if you know what I mean.
I wouldn't go near him because his favorite.
That's okay.
Ferris whispers from the other dimension.
Yeah. Coo, above table. I think
Yeah.
he's talking about the ace.
Yes.
No, I
And the-
know.
And the
Yeah,
ace
I'm
knows
saying,
about us.
hey, I wouldn't go near him right
Yeah.
now. He already knows. I wouldn't go near him because something got stolen and he's
But
been in a
it's-
bad mood.
But the ace already knows about us. There's no danger
I know.
from him going
Yes.
to the ace.
Oh, you're telling me the
Yeah.
ace knows about us?
Yes.
Mhm.
The ace
Yeah.
knows
No, but he
about
doesn't
us.
know.
No,
He
Yes, he
doesn't
does.
know. No, he doesn't know. We're substituting for these people, and Ace
Yeah,
doesn't
but
know
he
it. He's
he
never seen this
knows-
before.
Yeah, but he knows that didn't Kel tell him that
The old crew
original
got
crew-
pinched, and he's
Yeah,
bringing in
and
you guys
crew-
to,
Yeah.
as replacements.
So we're not
Yes.
pretending to be
Yeah.
the
Oh.
old crew. We're pretending to be a different crew
New
of
crew,
different
okay. A
A
criminals.
new crew.
Yes.
Yeah.
However,
But
Eloise has to pretend to be Ted.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
But
which
Ted wasn't replaced.
Right.
He's still part of the crew.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, got it. Yeah, yeah.
So if Ted goes to the Ace, therefore, he'll have seen
Right.
Ted. He has not yet actually met Ted. The other crew was the one that brought Ted in.
Okay. Got it.
Ted knows about the
To
Ace and has the
him,
contact
Ted's not
information,
being
but-
replaced. Ted's
Okay.
still
Yes.
Eloise.
Mhm.
So she's
Correct.
saying, yes, he's the one in charge of it, and you could go check with him, except that one of his favorite antiques has been nicked by one of his rivals. So he's been in a pretty. You remember that tram accident the other day? He's not
Oh,
been
I
in
do
a
indeed.
great mood.
All right, I'm gonna need Eloise to give me an overcome roll now.
Okay.
This is one we should probably potentially be ready to use our little bonus D4s on.
Because you're trying to essentially
Yeah.
get him to bail on a ton of money on your say
But
so.
we're paying him the money.
No, you're not paying him the amount he was going to be given for the heist, for his role in the
Yeah.
heist, which was a considerable amount. You paid him the amount that he was going to be paid for working the event officially. You have not
Oh.
paid him the amount that he would have been paid for his part in the heist, which was a lot.
Oh, I see. How many treasures would that be?
One. Which to him is a lot of money, too.
Didn't we already?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought we were
Did-
giving
yeah.
him a
Didn't we
treasure.
just give him the equivalent of a treasure?
Not that I'm aware of. I thought you gave him the equivalent of his wages for working the event
No.
officially.
No, we
Because
brought
we-
a treasure.
Oh no, we brought it. We're
Okay.
giving him a treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
We brought a treasure. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
But so
Yeah,
we
I
actually
was
wrote
like,
that
well, I
down.
don't
Give-
know what the
Yeah.
amount is. I just
Yes.
know it as one treasure.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. It's just you,
I
hadn't
already said.
you hadn't
Sorry.
gotten to the point where you talked about the other job yet. You were just talking about working the event at an official
Yeah.
capacity, and then you brought the money into play. So I assumed it was the wages for that. Okay.
Mm.
So that means he's going to be like re-examining the amount that you gave him now, and being like, oh, okay, so this is going to include that as well. I understand. That makes perfect sense. I mean, this is fantastic news, honestly. Like this is the best day of my life. I don't have to do crime. It sounds dirty and saying it out loud. Whew. I mean, I would
I'm
never.
surprised you didn't just spell it.
Well, not great with the letters. No school sounds all. That's why we all like
Really?
homeschool. Yeah, it's a weird problem. Our education
Wait, so
system
who
does not get
teaches your
funded.
children?
My wife does actually. She actually has
Oh.
quite a bit of learning. Me not so much though. She's
How
actually
fortunate.
originally more from uptown than I am. So she's kids actually have a decent education. Me, however, not so much. I had to do more of the muscly stuff, the rough and tumble kind of stuff in my life. So but anyways,
Sounds like a fairy tale.
yeah, happily ever after and all that. So yeah, I mean this is a good time. Yeah, I think that I need to bake you an extra pie for the road. Personally, just as a thank you, I could not possibly let you leave here without at least one extra pie. Possibly more, honestly. I could be here all day baking pies for you. This is great. This is going to change my life.
Why don't we just take the leftovers from this one?
I won't want to give you leftovers. No. I mean, like, I couldn't do that to you. No, I'll bake you something fresh. But you got places to be. I'm sure I can just send it to you. It's totally fine. I can have it delivered. If you just give me a place to send it, I can have it delivered.
Well, we could just wait.
Yeah, we
Sure,
could
it
just
won't take
wait.
that long.
We'll just wait. Well, yeah. She's like, we'll go hang out with the kids.
I mean,
But also, she'll be asking him questions, like, I guess,
yes.
like any tips about what it's like working the event, what she should like watch out for.
Yes. So you'll spend probably the next few hours hanging out there while he bakes you a
Best
whole
way to
pie.
get assigned to VIP.
Yes. And you'll be picking his brain for information, as well as kind of just listening to all of his many stories as well. So you can give me 3 questions that are real info questions that you want answers to, and I will answer them for you.
Do we know what area he was supposed to already be working and stuff?
He was supposed to be working. Let me pull up the map real quick. In the where was
on
it?
the map?
The event memorabilia area originally, which is the opposite side of the VIP from the shopping district. So that's where it was originally going to be stationed at. But while also floating a little bit into the adjoining areas as well, the historical center and the shopping center. So he's on the opposite side a little bit. It's close-ish to VIP, but that's what his original assignment was going to be located at.
Where's the score actually kept?
Score is kept in the
I don't
VIP
remember.
section.
I thought it was VIP. Okay.
Hmm?
So he was going to be very close to the score then, right?
Yeah. He was like 1 over basically from it. Yeah.
Do we actually know what the original plan for the heist for their heist was?
No, because they hadn't shared their full plan with the ace yet, and they've been arrested now, and
Well, they might not have even had one.
they might not have had one. You don't know. Yeah, they either had one and
Mhm.
it's lost, or they didn't have one yet. It's unclear.
But he would know something about the case that the score is in, stuff like that, right? And maybe the security and all that. I mean, he would know quite a bit about that, right?
He doesn't know about the score security specifically because it has not been shared with him.
Well, and it doesn't sound like that's what they were. Yeah, doesn't sound like that's what they were using him for.
Correct. Yes. So he doesn't know a lot about the VIP room specifically. He knows about the general event venue and about the rooms in particular he's going to be assigned to, and all the other general security, things, but nothing about that because that's pretty tight lipped.
Would he know who is assigned to VIP and how to potentially get a new name on that list?
So he
Like
doesn't.
how do assignments get
Yes.
prioritized?
Yes. Okay. So he doesn't know who's assigned to VIP, but he would know who does the assignments and how you'd get shift changes and whatnot and assignment changes. So that's going to be. Hold on a second here. I'll write it down real quick. Hold on. That's Delanor Arlen. Okay. She's in charge of all the shift and assignment changes that happen for his event. She's head of security.
Got it.
I'll write that down above the TED information for myself. I don't forget. So, yes. That's question number 2. What else you got? Anything?
Sorry, can you say the name again?
Delanor Arlen.
That was question number 1, right?
No, question number 2. I'm pretty sure.
What was
What was
one?
the first question?
What was the assignment was?
No, we were asking you if we knew that already.
You didn't.
Oh.
So his assignment was. What was his assignment?
Yeah,
then?
no, asking his. So he was assigned to event memorabilia with circling through shopping and historical centers. So we did ask that
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Pop's question was more like, hey, did we know this previously? That was not a question we asked him.
Yes.
Then my
Mhm,
question about who would we see about getting assignment,
mhm.
making sure
Yep,
that
yep.
he was now assigned, was the second question.
Yep. So that's 2 out of 3. You
Mhm.
get one more.
What about maybe? I was just saying, what about something about the security as you enter, that kind of stuff? Is there anything there?
I was thinking more the security office. Is it usually manned? How many people are in it?
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Mainly, I think how many
bring it
people
up.
are traditionally in the security office, because we do want to see if we can lure them out at some point.
I mean, or if there was like a verification type question.
Oh, if there's
Like-
any like
Pet's
secret
name or something.
information you have to have
Yeah.
available on you. No, there is not.
Yeah.
You use your
Okay,
your
right.
credentials to get in, and that's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no secret password or
Okay.
anything like that, which is good. It's not too bad through authentication.
Okay.
Text to
Cool.
code now.
Mhm.
So okay,
Yeah.
so security office. That's what we want more information about, basically. Yes, everybody agreed on that
Yeah,
one.
that's fine.
Fine.
And you'll get. I mean, you'll also know about Ted a little bit too, from just the conversations you'll have, and you kind of have
Mhm.
an idea for his personality as well, just from this interaction, honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's just basically it's kind of Pharisee. So the security office is manned at all times, and it has the head of security and then 2 others. There's 3 people that man the security office. The 2 others tend to come and go more often, whereas the head of security generally stays in there unless there is a high priority issue that arises. However, there is protocols in place such that there is always somebody in the room at all times. It is never left vacant.
Well, that's a bummer.
No, it's okay. I got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys finish up with Ted, and he gives you a pie for the road, and he is extremely grateful and thankful for the money, and you head on your way, and yeah, so now you know what he looks like, what he kind of acts like, and you have a little bit of information, just a little more about the security of the event here. So,
Before we leave, do I have to steal his badge?
oh, he'll give it to you.
Oh, okay.
Totally fine with that. And I would say he asks that if you can return it, that would be great.
She's gonna put it in the letter with the recipes that she asked for Ferris.
Perfect.
Just gonna put that in there. She's gonna send off a letter. See, when they're driving by, she's gonna throw it at the post office because she's got real good aim. It's gonna have it in there.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so then that just leaves us to deal with the score, well, the fake score plant, right? For ahead of time. So we're still, in the days here before the event, so the security is a little lighter. Things are being moved in and out quite a bit, so there's construction happening and, all that stuff. So
Doesn't Eloise need to have a disguise that makes her look like Ted?
Yeah.
She hasn't done that yet, though, right?
No. So you know what he looks like, so now you have to try and construct a disguise. Is there someone you wish to be tasked with creating the disguise for her?
What
Do
do
you
you
have
mean?
anyone?
This
would do
this
that?
feels like a Ferris thing.
Okay. I mean, basically just mustache, hair color, maybe, getting like the security outfit. like,
Possibly
fitted.
some makeup to even out her skin tone a little bit, because I doubt he's quite so pink as she is.
Yeah, he's also very pasty.
She's purple.
You know,
Purple, not pink, right?
Yes.
right? Just so that, yeah, this feels. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like a Ferris thing.
For sure.
All right.
Go ahead and
First
give me.
didn't see him,
What's up?
but
Well, I mean, I assume with
first didn't see him though.
that's true. Yeah,
I guess we could describe it.
I have
Yeah,
his badge though, don't I?
that's true.
yeah, which
Has
has his picture on it. I'm assuming.
Which is all that matters.
And really,
anyway.
all I need to do is get
Well, almost.
skin color,
I guess
hair
that's
color,
true.
and the mustache. Like, we're not talking about a full mask or anything. We're
Right.
We're
Like,
putting
no one's gonna
away-
look under the uniform. 'Cause
Right?
It's not like she's extremely womanish either.
Yeah. This is a case of people
Like,
notice
When she puts on the uniform,
people
the
are
only
gonna
thing they'll
see the-
notice are like the face, because she'll have
Yeah.
gloves on, I guess.
this is a case of people notice the clothes, not the person.
Mm.
As long as she can vaguely hit that personality.
Well, she's
People-
gonna pretend to have a cough that day, or like a
Good job.
cold.
Yeah, sore throat, can't talk. It's so weird. But yeah, it's amazing what people will overlook if you get it kind of right.
Hmm. All right, so Ferris, give me an overcome for costume creation based on the picture on the badge, as well as the information you get from Eloise and Locke for their visit to Ted.
This is one I'm going to potentially spend a D4 on as well, guys.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. What's a total success?
8 or higher.
8 or higher.
I believe. Let
Okay.
me double check that real quick. Yes.
Mhm.
You can also
Okay, so
have
I've got
a
a s-
12 is a exceeds beyond expectations, by the way, too.
I don't think I can get there, but I'm at a 6.
Okay, so that's what the
Do you
minor
need one
twist.
of our things?
So I'm going to use my
Okay.
D4,
You're gonna use yours first. Perfect.
and I think we save the rest of them for when we're trying to hide the fake score.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I had to mute myself so I could yell at Edie because she's digging in my
4.
craft boxes.
Okay,
4.
good.
So you were at a 10. Yes.
I'm at a 10.
The complete success. Okay,
Nice.
so it's
Yeah.
it's quite a good depiction, I would say. It helps that like Eloise is quite buff, so trying to mimic a more masculine physique is a little easier than it would have been if she was spindly like you, Varys. Yes, and it
You're
also
saying you don't think the 6-foot-tall bug would have been able to pull this off?
Well,
I'm
honestly,
shocked.
personality-wise, it would have been a
Yeah.
hit.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, so
She needs to stand behind Eloise and talk for her.
yes.
It's fine. I got this. I'm gonna teach you everything I know. You just have to act like you're interested in people, and then when they tell you things, you do those things. It's
I
remarkable.
don't want to do that.
Yeah, nobody. It grows on you. Trust me. Trust me.
like a giant mustache. Also, I will
Eloise
say,
is loving the mustache.
the
Yeah,
mustache
I-
does a lot of the talking, by the way. It's huge, and
So
it takes
I
up like
got-
most of your face, and it's, yeah.
Good.
I got a 10 on my D10. I'm real mad, but
Huh.
Mm,
no, I got a 5, a 6, and a 10.
Wow.
mhm.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
crazy.
good roll.
Okay, cool. So you have a decent disguise. Will be up to Eloise to sell it still, the persona and whatnot. But yeah, okay, cool. So Eloise and Locke, you make your way to the event venue while things are being set up and under construction.
Well, did we bring back the pie and stuff?
Yes, you brought by the pie.
Okay.
Yes.
What
Gotta
kind
make
of,
sure
what kind of
that
pie?
Ferris.
It's apple pie.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know what fruits are in this universe.
Apple pie exists in all universes, in all
Apple pie?
timelines, in
It's
all
true.
timelines.
Yes, it's true.
Mm.
Zalapple pie.
It's a apple
Yeah.
pie.
All timelines.
There aren't apples
Crab
on Zol,
apple
but there's
pie.
apple pie somehow. Yes.
The only export from Sugar Pie 9 is apples, so that everywhere can have apple pie.
There you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
There
the
you
only
go.
export.
Add in way too many babies.
Right.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the event, and it requires you to check in with Delanor before you even get into the building. And so you approach. So is it just Eloise, or is it Eloise and also Locke?
I think it's got to be just
I think it
Eloise.
was just, yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, it's a much easier sell. Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So you approach the front security desk, which is kind of like temporary at the moment. It's in the front of the building in order to get in. So they're taking in all of the vendors and all that stuff are coming in. And she kind of waves you forward and kind of just like isn't paying a ton of attention. Like she's like kind of like half looking at you, like, yeah, okay, and she asks for your badge, and also asks for your name and for your assignment.
Ted Burbon was like, do you need me to repeat it back to you? I didn't know if you were expecting me to say it.
Yes. And she also asks you what the security answer of the day is.
Oh no.
You guys gave him ideas. This is what happens. You gave him ideas.
Only that Ted was not aware of, by the way, because he didn't tell you about it. So
If he didn't
Was
know.
the DM aware of it before I said it?
yes.
Well, no, but then if Ted wasn't aware, but he was already scheduled to work, then
Then you wouldn't either.
This isn't even a scheduled shift for Ted. This is
Yeah.
Ted
True.
just kind of dropping by.
Eloise starts pretending to frantically pat herself down, looking for a piece of paper and mumbling, "Oh, I know I wrote it down somewhere. I hope one of the kids didn't run off with it."
Oh, she goes, "Oh, Ted, this can't keep happening. This really can't keep happening to you. Honestly, this
Coughing
is
at
this
the
is
same
the
time.
sixth
She's
time.
just like,
It was Dennisian, probably. I'm sure, wasn't it? Okay, all right.
Look, you know that my wife did so many laps when she was pregnant with him,
That I do. That's
and
true.
I love him for it.
All right, give me an overcome, Eloise,
Oh no.
for your Ted Burbon performance.
Uh, She's like, it's hard to make myself sound like Ferris, so she just speaks really fast, like word vomits it out, so that it
That-
sounds
That is
happy, but it's really just higher pitched and fast.
honestly, if there's anything that if Ferris knew how to teach you to be like her, it would have been like just never stop talking. If you stop talking, the other person can think. You don't want that. Just keep talking.
Okay, two sevens and a one.
So 7 is your mid die. It's better than the 1, that's for sure. 6-7 is a minor twist. Okay, so I don't know what would be a minor twist for this.
She asks him to pull extra hours.
Ooh. Yeah, you had to actually work the whole shift.
God damn it!
And Ted gets paid for it, not you. So
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, there we go.
Not like she'd be making that much money.
Yeah.
She's probably got more money back at home with Dev than
Yeah.
he's gonna make. So.
Yeah, that's very true. So she does let you in.
More like she finds out how much she's paid and she's like, "Oh, Ted, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, it's very little. It's not good. Yeah. So like now that you know how much he gets paid, in comparison to the treasure you gave him, you're like, oh, I just paid for like 17 years of wages.
I really hope so.
I
Like-
just paid for all of their children to go to college uptown, basically.
Why would they have college if they don't even have regular school?
Well, Crypt Market doesn't have
Tutors,
education,
tutors.
but Charles Clay does uptown. So they do have
Okay.
very
Yeah.
good schools uptown. So yes, they do have to pay if they're from Crypt Market though. So yes. Okay, perfect. So you do make your way into the building successfully. Very good. And then you're gonna go make your way over to on that map there towards the seating area to find where Locke or his persona will be stationed at, and you're gonna try and sneak the letter underneath without anybody noticing. It is somewhat busy around here. It's not packed, but there definitely are people, especially in the seating and stage area. There's a lot of things happening on the stage right now. Yes.
Well, then I can tell you that in the VIP area, her way to get around this is very Ferris/Ted. Is she's gonna sit in the spots because she's testing the view.
Ah. Okay, because people are gonna ask you what you're doing over here, and you're gonna say you're testing the view. Okay. Okay.
This is the VIP section, man. People deserve to have like a really good view.
Okay. Like, just Ted enjoying the sunshine again. It's still not sunny. So give me an overcome for that then.
So which seat does she put it under?
Lock.
Did we already just what?
Under lock seat.
Oh, Locke has a seat, right?
Yes.
Okay,
It's assigned seating.
got it.
The
got it.
VIP seating area.
We already have his ticket and everything, so we know
Yeah,
what
that's
we're
right.
aiming
Yeah,
for.
I totally forgot.
I have a 5. Should I try and use a D4?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going
And
to use
we-
potentially multiple D4s on this.
Yeah, it's pretty important.
Okay, plus a 3 is an 8.
That is complete success.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Full success.
Yep.
At an 8.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Cool.
Like
So,
D4s will make or break you.
yep. You guys are down 2 of those now. All
right,
right.
okay.
You have 2 left. All right. So,
Better than I...
yeah.
I was willing to use all 4 on that if necessary.
I mean, it's a pretty important step
Mhm.
for sure.
Yep.
But there are also a lot of other important rules too about not being caught.
There are.
So, yes. But you have to get it in. Yes.
But,
You need
yeah.
being the plant is a very important thing. Yes.
yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so you managed to get it underneath the seat, no problem. And nobody sees you put it there. You're fairly certain. And then you have to work the rest of the shift, which is a 14-hour shift. And yes, you make your way back to the rest of the people, having worked possibly the longest day of your life.
Something tells me no,
Fair.
considering how she ended up here.
As soon as she comes back,
Well,
when she walks into the room, Ferris has filled it with fake paper flowers. Because she's still planning a wedding.
Oh dear. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
well,
course.
I say before she gets back, do we need to ask about getting assigned to the VIP area?
Yes, that's the thing that you want to do on your way out, probably, is changing
Yeah.
your assignment. Okay. You're gonna talk to Delor about that. Okay. So.
She's gonna say,
yeah.
because she was coughing earlier, she's gonna be like, hey, I want to stand in the corner and look pretty. You know the way that I do?
You want to stand in the corner and look pretty, Ted.
Well, I also just want to talk to everyone a little bit too.
You do like to talk to everybody. That is very true. Do I want you talking to everybody though? Is the question, honestly. I'm on the fence about that, honestly. I mean, you do a really good job in sales. I mean, you do a great job. You're not in sales, but you're working in security. But you do a great job still selling people to buy more stuff, even though you're not trying to. Well, I think you over in that area.
Really?
Yeah, you sell more stuff than any of our salespeople combined, basically.
Rich people.
That's because the sun is always out and shining.
Not really, but
Rich,
you think so. I know.
richer people to convince in VIP.
But I don't know that I'm good if I know that's what you want me to do. I mean,
So you have to
Do we already have these soul things in?
the
to
soul stones.
communicate?
Yes, you can have them in now if you wish.
So-
Yes.
So we can't hear this conversation, so we could like give
Yeah, I'd
all
say
these
so.
tips on
Oh.
what to say.
Alright.
Right?
Yes.
I think she's doing okay,
Okay.
though.
She is. She is.
Yeah, no, she's doing a pretty good job.
So
But because
go ahead, sorry.
Ted's gonna, he's like, I just want to make sure that they have the best experience. You saw me over there earlier. I was testing out their seats. You know, I want to make sure they could see everything perfectly. I was testing out. Shoot, what are other things that you test out?
Okay, so
Line of sight.
This is the this is the person
Yeah,
for
line-
momentarily forgetting what
Yes.
would be in a VIP room.
It's okay.
Line of sight.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems you seem to really.
I was checking the decor, you know.
Okay. You do work security. You know that, right?
Yeah, You gotta keep people's hearts secure, man.
That
Tell-
that
tell-
tracks.
Just
tell
pretend
you-
that Locke and Ferris are saying these to
Yeah.
her and not me coming up with
Yeah,
them
that's fine.
because
like Ferris is
Uh,
telling her like all about the wonderful decor we're gonna add on the day of to really give it the ambiance they're looking for.
my kids are making some flowers, some paper flowers that I could like, put around the area to really liven things up, brighten things out.
All right, give me an overcome, Eloise.
I'm trying to think if I could just convince him good enough he won't make me roll.
No.
It's a hard sell. I mean, it's a prime position.
I'm prime.
Okay, Optimus.
All right, 2,
Feel
3, and
like-
an 8. So somebody want to
3.
overcome in that?
I can if you want.
We're gonna need
Shall
to
I?
use.
Is it?
It's
Well,
up
what
to
else
you-
are we going to need to do?
The whole heist.
Oh, we won't get any
What's that?
more?
No.
We won't get more at the end of
Well,
the session.
Well, you will,
We'll get more
but
at the end of the session.
we're gonna be going to the
And they
heist.
don't roll over.
We're gonna be doing this heist right after this, basically. But I mean, you
Really?
might.
Because it's already 11.
I mean,
it's already,
all right,
like-
we might. I don't know. Up to you guys.
I figured we were going to take a break because it's already past 11. So
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, anyway,
I don't know.
All right. So the real talk is. So here's the thing: we need her in VIP. Everything falls apart if she's not in VIP.
Okay, so you are at
So-
3. You only need 1 more point in order to get to a 4, which is success with a minor twist. So that is still
Yeah.
success, though. You only need 1 more point.
all right. Shall I roll?
Sure.
Because
Is there any
Locke still
way
might have.
you could get the success with a major twist?
You can do that as well. A 3 gives
can.
you a success with major twist instead. So you can also do that if you want. You can take
Can we hear what the major twist would be before we decide?
That's not how major twist works.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, how bad is a
All
major
right. What else
twist?
do we got to go though? Oh, I see.
Because we only have 2 dice. We have the whole heist. We have replacing it with the fake one, which is kind of
Yeah.
major because then they
Yeah, but that's
definitely
not
come
going to happen
after us.
tonight.
Oh,
Well,
it's not?
I don't know.
Oh.
We'll see.
We're not,
Okay.
I don't
we're
know.
not sure how far we're gonna get.
Yeah, I don't know.
all right. So just
Here's
whether
the-
you want the major twist or you want to use up a roll,
Mhm.
because we're going to definitely.
It's
try to
just major
succeed.
twist, honestly, because I feel like we can't get caught right now, whereas like future ones we can't really do a major twist, or it's probably we get caught or there's more security or whatever. Like it's
Yeah.
very bad.
I just
What do
I
you-
feel like the part of the major twist is going to be that she's not going to be there when we need her to be there. Like she's going to get assigned to VIP.
All right, I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm going to decide.
All good.
And I got a 1,
All
which
you
is
needed.
all we needed.
All I needed. Some minor twist. Okay.
I'm
mi-
terrible. You should never have me roll D4s. I always roll 1s, it seems.
Okay. So minor twist is that she's going to get a little bit flirty and handsy with you, Eloise/Ted.
Oh no.
like right now?
What's
Yeah.
the major twist?
Am I paying for this?
Yeah.
You're getting paid for this
Uh,
technically.
No.
Fer-
That is an
Fer-
honest man.
Ferris is in the Ferris is in the Soulstone. Oh my God, it's true. It's love at first sight. Oh, it's so romantic.
And she's like, well, I can help you out if you can, you can help me out a little bit,
I'm all flustered.
Ted is not going to pick up on the hint. What do you need help with?
Oh, maybe you could use a little, a little sugar, maybe, maybe some time away with my favorite security officer.
Look, where's the fainting couch? Oh,
Hey, Eloise.
Promise tomorrow
Eloise,
night.
tell
What
her-
if
say this, yeah.
after we
Say waiting
make
makes
a
it sweeter.
pie,
Sorry, Eloise, again.
Say,
She's going to say, well, I love baking. So how about after we make something together?
We can make something together. I think that sounds wonderful.
See if she'll meet you in a closet tomorrow.
Shut the fuck up, Ferris.
No. This is Sarah.
Oh,
Because we need to get her out of the security office at some point tomorrow. See if she'll
I thought that was Ferris, and she was like, "Shut up, Ferris."
No, arrange a rendezvous in a closet tomorrow.
Yeah.
He didn't say she was head of security. He said she was.
Yeah,
just
that-
her
Yes.
dude-
No,
No,
she
that's
is.
head of
She is.
that's head of
Oh.
security.
Yeah, she's head of
That's head of
security.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say that. You just said she would do the schedule shift.
She's both.
Just-
Yes.
Well, usually with like managers and stuff, it's not always
Look,
the same.
it
person.
is
It
the
is.
same person.
It is.
Locke had good advice, but I don't think my mic was working.
No, it did.
Oh,
There's a
what
lot of
would-
people
what'd
like
you say?
talking. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Say it again if you want, Eric. Though.
Yeah.
Oh
what'd you
no,
say?
I was saying the same thing.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think-
okay.
that's good.
Okay.
to basically say to wait to meet up, because the waiting
Yeah.
makes it like sweeter and better.
Yeah. But then if she agrees to meet up with you
And-
while we're doing the heist, that'll get her out
Yes,
of
it's
the security
better.
office.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so you were gonna say that too, Locke? About
Tomorrow
the,
night.
Yeah.
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 I heard
Yeah.
Locke say that, and I'm like,
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Bullshit.
Well, I thought you were the way that you guys were saying it. I thought you were saying like after the thing.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
During.
Okay.
No,
No.
Okay.
just
so...
tell her
Like,
during
yeah.
the heist.
Hey, at the height of the event, or like just
Climax
before
of the
the
event.
I mean, nothing
Climax. Oh, no.
crazier
yes, there we go.
than
Just before the
baking
concert.
a sweet
All right.
during
Hold on.
such a historic celebration.
Say again. Sorry.
There'll be nothing more fun than baking a sweet during such a historic celebration.
Oh,
Oh, you want to make sweet
me-
music together.
Like I'm trying
That's
to
Locke.
say it so that in the future
Yeah.
she could be like, "I never said that."
Mhm.
Yeah. I
like it could be
understand.
misinterpreted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, oh, I see. So you want there to be music playing during? Interesting. That's, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think that'll work out quite nice. All right.
I hear music completely changes everything.
I've heard that as well. I haven't experienced it myself, but I am
Yeah, me neither.
interested to see. All right. Well, I will see you at 8 o'clock then. On the day of.
Where
Upon
should-
that interest,
When does the event itself start, or when does the concert start, or the playing start?
It's around that time, yeah. Same time.
Yeah.
Because we got to meet. She's got to be gone before that, because we can't steal the score while they're playing the score. We got to do
I mean,
it
you could.
beforehand.
It'd be really funny.
You can't, no.
We're trying to do it beforehand, right? Like an hour before or something.
No, you're doing it after.
Right.
You're doing it after
Yeah.
it's played. Right afterwards is when you're supposed to be
I
doing it.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
she says 8, which is basically in the middle of it being played, but it's not very long. So
Right,
basically, you're gonna have to
okay.
make her wait because you're gonna have to be
Mhm, mhm.
like, unless, well, potentially,
That's good.
or she's gonna be with her, for a while. Either
Yeah.
way.
Make-
Either way, that,
Make a pun
that
that she's interested in your Ted.
we now know when she will definitely
Be
not be in
gone.
the security office, which is when we
Mhm,
can
mhm.
smuggle Bungie in there if we need to.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Say the pun, Eloise.
Eloise is just thoroughly perplexed about like what's going on.
There's many voices in my ears. What to do?
Why does everyone
Getting
like
very
this guy so
complicated.
much?
It's all right. Ferris is just fanning herself on a fainting couch that has materialized. So,
Beautiful.
and
All right.
somehow planning a double wedding now.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay, so you've arranged to meet with the head of security during, or maybe a little before. Do you want it? When do you want it to be? Do you want it to be before, during, or right after the score plays, Eloise?
You mean when to meet up?
Yes.
When you're gonna tell her?
I'm waiting, Sarah.
Right after.
Oh,
You want right after.
Okay.
Yeah, right
Okay.
afterwards.
Right
It'd be like
afterwards?
as
Okay.
soon as the last note
Yes.
Yep.
sings
Because
Okay.
through the air.
I wasn't sure if you
Basically-
wanted her out for bungee to get in before it started to play or not? Because you guys mentioned earlier, so I wasn't sure if you wanted to try and do that instead.
No. We just would have taken the window whenever you put
Okay,
it,
perfect,
basically.
okay.
But right
Perfect.
after would be ideal. So if you can arrange to meet when it's like, oh, as the last notes play, that's when I want my lips to meet yours, kind of thing.
Beautiful.
Something very Ferris in that moment.
Yes.
That would be, and that would theoretically give us time to get into place, and then you would go join Lock in VIP, and we'd be good to go.
Perfect. Okay. Fantastic. All right, cool. So that is your assignment fixed, and the fake score has been placed. And
Man, I
Ted-
feel so bad for Ted.
I feel like they're swingers. It's gonna be fine.
Ted being like a swinger, obviously. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Look, monogamy is not big on Sugar Pie 9. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not surprised, honestly, at all.
No,
All
it's
right.
serial monogamy.
Interesting. So
That's
that,
when people go from one relationship to the next.
yes.
Relationships are about 2 weeks long.
So that is all the prep content you guys are reading ahead of time, I believe. I hit all of you guys' notes. And
And just to make sure, we do have the getaway.
the carriage
both
is set.
vehicles. figured
Where
out.
do you want the getaway carriage to be parked?
I'd like one by security back gate.
'Kay.
Preferably the one from Kel.
Yes. You
And
haven't talked to
then-
the Ace yet. We haven't got there yet.
Yeah. And then if Ace is able to supply us one, have that one closer to the entryway.
Okay.
Like where
even
we
front and
so
back.
like we come, yeah, so front and back kind of idea.
For sure.
With us aiming to use the back gate potentially to get out, or even if we have to go out the front way and run around, we do want to try to use Kel's ideally. Aces is there just in case.
Okie dokie.
And to be a distraction.
And
For
to be a
distraction.
potentially. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So it is now the day of the heist. And you all make your way to an abandoned warehouse in the Port District, just a short distance from the event venue. And just outside the door, two shrunken head enforcers in black leather jackets that are trying far too hard to look metal frisk you and pull out a Ouija board and ask the spirits if you have any soul-focused communication devices, which you know to not bring with you for this particular meeting because you were warned by Cal ahead of time. So the board says no. They're
Well, and we'd be all together anyway, so.
their wizzled shrunken heads glowing in the eerie luminescent smoke inside their helmets, maintaining what you assume they believe to be a menacing look, but more comes across as spooky yet constipated, I would say, as they both hold the chains to two large dog Karami anima that growl as well at you. You are then escorted inside by another, and inside the warehouse you see a large group of graveyard gamble moving product around, training on some punching bags and huddling in smaller groups, apparently being briefed about other operations currently underway. Up in the corners of the warehouse, lurking in the shadows, you can just make out the glowing eyes of some nightmares, these strange winged voodoo-like creatures that are the talk of many haunting stories in town. Some of the crates have been rearranged to create a makeshift office area, complete with a doorway. And inside, you find a man with a long black and white hair, face fully covered by a cloth mask emblazoned with a black mark of an ace of clubs. And behind him on either side is an overly large Karami, one land shark and one wolf spider, both black and silver to designate their faction affiliation with the gamble. And on a piece of wood sits a series of 4 metallic collars that are simple silver bands. You have now become more familiar with than you would have been normally. And the ace sits in his overly expensive chair that looks out of place among the crates as it's super plush and colorful. And his feet are up on a makeshift desk, hands closed around a mug of steaming liquid with marshmallows and candy cane in it. Welcome, my new friends. Good to see you could find the place. I know I still get lost in the warehouse district. Every warehouse and storage container looks the same, and their numbering system just doesn't make any sense. I mean, who puts A702 after C476? I swear, lamplighters are just a bunch of void touch morons, if you ask me, even with all their fancy paperwork. Ugh. But anyways, where are my manners? I'm the ace of clubs. The kingmaker speaks very highly of you, and I've read your files. I have to say, I'm impressed what I see on paper, at least. Though you're not exactly what I was expecting. And he kind of gives you a bit of a suspicious look before holding out his hand. So, which one is which, then?
Oh, hi. I'm Trashfire. Yeah, I brought you a little something. I think you're really gonna love it. And Ferris pulls out a black and white scarf with ace symbols knit into it.
Huh.
Ooh.
Interesting. I mean, I won't
Yeah.
turn down a present unless it's explosive, generally speaking.
Oh,
Uh,
no, never.
it-
Unless you want me, I could find a way. I think. I don't know. Oh, that would be interesting.
Exploding
wouldn't it?
scarves do sound fun to try and kill someone with, I'll be
Oh,
honest
could
with
I
you.
knit? Could I knit with sparklers? I do not know. Oh, I need to try that now. You know, I think that would work. Can I pet your spider?
You want to lose your hand, absolutely.
Oh, they look so friendly, though. Oh, that's such a shame. Okay.
They are not.
Oh,
They eat people for fun.
well, I mean, I'm not gonna criticize anybody's hobbies. So
That's good. That's good. It's a good personality trait, I feel like. Yeah. Especially if you're someone named
So
Trash Fire.
Bungie knows to interrupt Ferris because she'll just keep talking forever.
Mhm.
So he just steps up and says, you know, I am some people call me the snake. Hi, glad to meet you.
Hello. Interesting. I haven't seen a synthetic quite like you before. Very interesting. You are not just have a bunch of pre-programmed phrases then? You're not a servant to one of these? Interesting.
Excuse me, I know I am not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did not mean to make offense. Just not something we've seen around these parts before. Very interesting. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Your file is very thick and very interesting. The amount of work you've done is quite impressive, I must say. I mean, for all of you. You must be in the game for quite some time to have such seasoned repertoires. Fantastic.
Ferris is currently knitting lace that looks like spider webs.
Okay. A little concerned by that one. However, I did know she was unstable, so this does track, honestly. You know, it's hard to find both criminal but not criminally insane. I will say. Usually they come together, and you know what? The more the merrier. I am too. It's perfect.
Do you prefer like a pullover type sweater or a cardigan?
She just has like the one thing she does, doesn't she? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it's not as explosive I expected, but I'm assuming it'll wrap around. It'll come back to it eventually, and it'll make sense later. I'm hoping. I
Ferris
think.
is just like extremely wide-eyed
Huh. Well,
and just like very staring straight ahead. She's not looking at what she's knitting.
well. That's disturbing. Anyways, who are there's 2 more of you. Which one is which?
So Locke will go forward and be like, I'm AW, great to meet you. How's it going?
Oh, good to meet you as well. The face of the operation. Definitely looks the part. Has a personality to spare. Excellent. So, I have to ask, how did you steal that diamond?
It's one of them trade secrets. If I told you that,
Man, come on.
probably be out of business.
You gotta hook me out. Come on. It's a
Nah.
little hint. It's a little hint. You know, like it was in a volcano. How did you possibly get to it?
A volcano.
How do you think?
You know, personally, I
Tell you
would.
if you're right or wrong.
Okay. Well, no, that's too crazy. Anyways, I don't wanna get in. So then the last one must be Ted, right? You're Ted Burbon.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a cough there. I'm sorry. Do you need to be replaced off the team or? No.
No.
Okay.
Ferris manages to like pull out a full-on cup of like chamomile tea and hand that to Ted. No, it's all right. I got it.
He always talks like that. He always
No.
coughs like that.
So you're our inside man then, the one that's gonna give us the scoop and the easy access. Is that right?
Already done and accounted for.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, partially, but
Of course, you haven't already completed the mission yet. I'm assuming, all on your lonesome. That would be impressive.
man, if I could do that, I would not be here.
You know, that's a fair point, I suppose. All right, so now we just have kind of one quick bit of business to take care of before we get started. It's just standard protocol for this job of this kind of scale, right? I'm sure you understand. And he motions over to the collars and walks over and picks one up. Just a bit of jewelry for you all to make you look nice and pretty, and just make it easier to kill you and trap your soul for an eternity of enslavement in case you screw up or try to screw us over. You know, it's minor fine print, right? It's a bit much if you ask me. Personally, it takes the fun out of getting to rip someone's fingers and toes off one by one, beat them to bloody pulp, and leave their body hanging in the street. With a sign around their neck that says, you know, something horrible about them, like the good old days, you know? Call me old-fashioned, I guess, but I do miss the screams. Oh, Mr. Clubs, I'll get the money, just give me a few more days. Oh, Mr. Clubs, stop beating me with my own wheelchair. Oh, Mr. Clubs, you got the wrong guy, I'm only 8 years old. Yeah, bullshit, I don't believe it for a second. Beautiful noise, though, you know? You know, all now we...
I appreciate somebody who has such passion for what they do. It's just-
Exactly. You gotta love
warms
what
the
you do.
heart.
That's what my mother taught me, you know? Whether
Oh,
it's
by the
murdering
way-
people or just making socks, you know?
And she holds out because it's like a big open weave spider web pattern. It's just like a full-on cardigan.
I am not a sweater person.
Could I put it on the spider?
I would not recommend. But you have fun with
Nobody
that.
here appreciates. I'm gonna figure out a way. I am. Anyway, sorry. You said something about jewelry.
Yes, you know, like I mentioned before, don't get to have the screens anymore. Now all we kind of get is a, you know, but it's got its own little special something to it, I suppose. And it does have a bit of a sizzle scent to it as well. It's just interesting. But anyways,
Sounds
corn
like
nut,
it just
and he
takes
holds
all
out a
the
bag of
fun out of
snacks.
So, just quick question: Is
Yes.
there are there windows in this warehouse?
Yes. Yes. You're currently in a makeshift kind of interior building made out of crates in the warehouse
Yeah.
itself. But there's like a maze of stuff all over the place. It's kind of a bit of a mess, honestly.
Okay, but we could reasonably assume that the bird is perched
Cork.
somewhere outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Outside
Yep.
of the small interior structure would be fine, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Like
yes.
not in here with us, but outside and
Mhm.
within range.
Yes.
So we are. Okay.
All right. So who is first to don their little jewelry of the day?
AW just steps forward and just puts it on simply.
Oh, fantastic. I love a volunteer as tribute.
Dude, I think it's best if Ferris goes last, guys.
Okay, so Bungie will pick it
Yeah.
up and put it on.
You know, I don't know if that'll work on you. one way to find out, though. I might push the button. Push it. We'll see later.
No, shouldn't Ferris go first? Because if he has to release hers, he'll release all of theirs.
No, we're gonna record the signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
No, I
matter either
know,
way.
but
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it.
because when you
Yeah, I
have to put
assumed
everyone
it-
else's back on when he takes hers off.
Two people already have them on, so
It doesn't matter at this
It-
point, yeah.
it doesn't
Like,
matter
yeah.
at this point.
They already committed to the
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. All right, so that leaves Eloise to go. You putting yours on?
Yep.
All right. Snaps it on. Leaves
No
Ferris.
need to. Might as well.
All right. So
Make a
what
fuss.
Ferris is going to do is, her hair is kind of already up,
Hmm.
but she is going to kind of like lift it even higher and stand like right in front of the ace
Mhm.
with her back to him, like just ever so slightly in his personal space,
Okay.
and
For
just
sure.
kind of tilt her neck to the side, kind of thing, and just act. It's the scene from Pretty Woman,
Okay. Okay.
right? Where he gives her the necklace
Mm-hmm.
and she's turning around for him to put it on her.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right. I won't complain.
And as he goes to fasten it, she's gonna hitch one of her wings up just slightly too far,
Mm-hmm.
so that when it closes, it's gonna pinch the membrane
Yeah. Okay.
and just immediately be like in utter hysterics.
Okay. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I want to make sure I'm playing on purpose, not by accident. So, all right, and he's gonna go. Okay, I was just where is it? All right, and he opened, push the right button. That was good. I was just run by accident there.
Oh.
And they all open up, and they all kind of fall off.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That is entirely my fault. Oh, is there a bruise? Can you see? Is there a bruise? I can't for there to be a bruise.
I honestly don't know. With your anatomy, how to tell the
That's
difference.
Okay, that's fine.
It's already
Oh,
blue, right?
Yeah,
basically.
it's hard to tell.
Who knows what color her blood is? Honestly, it's
Yeah.
terrifying to think about.
Well, I can tell you that it depends on what they use to transport their oxygen.
But,
Iron
like,
is red, but other elements could be green, purple, or white, and they all exist on Earth.
yeah,
Is that right?
Interesting. Interesting.
like horseshoe crab are blue.
That's true.
Well, there's fish under the ice in the Antarctic that are white.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's really interesting, and it's great for coming up with alien species, but nothing I know anything about that.
Okay.
Yeah, but this time she drops her shoulders properly, and she's still doing the Pretty Woman pose,
Mm.
but this time is able to keep scarves and wings out of the way as he fastens it on.
Okay.
And I'm
Uh,
assuming the others just pick them up and put them back on.
For sure. No problem. Okay, so everybody has
And
your.
she
Go ahead.
steps away from him, blushing slightly and just being like a little coy about it.
Ted's gonna be like, God, she's insane.
I just think you'd look so wonderful in spiderwebs. Oh.
You know, I'm kind of into it. I'm not sure why. Okay.
Really?
I think that says more about me than anything else. Learned something about myself today. All right. And you've all put your collars on now, which they've disappeared now. They turn invisible once you close them, so you can't see them anymore. And
Shame silver is so my color.
it was. There's a commotion outside the makeshift room you're in, and then it gets really quiet all of a sudden. A figure darkens the doorway, and the ace, who had just kind of casually sat back down to lounge in his chair, suddenly scrambles to stand upright at attention, dusting off some snack dust off his shirt. And a man in a fine tailored black suit, black on black on black, and tie, strides into the room, a decorative cane clicking against the floor as he walks in. It is unclear as to whether it's his actual body, a mask, or some sort of combination of the two, but his head is a giant glowing carved pumpkin. And when he speaks, however, the mouth of the pumpkin moves, adding to the strange nature of it all. And he addresses the ace at the back there. I trust everything is ready to go. We wouldn't want there to be any unfortunate experiences here today. The Jack stands alone in the center of the room now, hands clasped together on the top of his cane. His shadow unnaturally dark on the floor, spreading out from him in every direction, in multiple shadows. At this last point, he raises a single finger slightly off the cane, and an ethereal version of him appears behind the ace and lifts him into the air by simply pushing upward with a pointer finger against his chin. And the ace looks noticeably rattled and sweaty now. Oh, hey, boss. I didn't know you were coming today. Yep, everything's good. Hey, perfect. Not good, perfect. You were just in time. We were just about to go over their plan. And the Jack kind of gives a little chuckle. Relax, Clubs. You're sweatier than my nephew Tanjiro at the Crescent Festival, and unlike him, I'm not here to step on any toes. Just take my investment. I will just be a fly on the wall. A fly looking for corpses. He snaps his fingers, and the wolf spider, Karami, somehow rearranges its form into a chair with spider legs.
Gross.
Absolutely, darling. I love it. I love this whole aesthetic. It's really
Can
beautiful.
you?
Please continue. I'm quite interested to see what this little group has to offer. Just know that I do have a backup plan should you fail. Not that you'd be around to see it, mind you. I am loading the boys into dusters now. It's been a while since you've seen a large-scale turf war, and I prefer not to lose any loyal crew members. We're like a family after all. But we need this score, Clubs. We've got too many mouths to feed down here. Too many mouths to feed, and you know that. And the ace just kind of nods and pulls up a soul sand table schematic of the event space. All right, so what's the plan? And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight, I think, which is in your benefit because it gets you back your limit break dice for the actual heist.